Okay, welcome back, party. It has been a week since your respective towns and homesteads have been razed by marauders, and your group was forced to band together and retreat west. This is less for you, Connor and Lords, but your minds flash back to Hogsfoot, a dilapidated inn left charred and boneless. Whatever secrets tempted you deeper into its winding halls, or to investigate its necromantic owner, were left to the wayside in favor of survival. Alas, your encounter with the Stitch Knight and its restless heart sent you even further away from the truth. Last we left off, the group had been felled all together with an unnatural surge of magic. Is there anything anyone would like clarified before we jump right into it?
Wait, so
We're
then
dead,
are
right?
Lords and I already part of the party, or will we be introduced?
You guys will start all in the same... Yeah, you'll pretty much be already part of the party. You're all gonna wake up in the same area at the same time.
Like, as in that's something that's, like, going to happen, or that's something that already happens?
Going to happen. The
Oh.
party hasn't woken up in Limbo yet. They ended with the last session with dying.
Oh, I see.
Would
Yep.
we remember us dying?
Yeah.
I guess so. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Any amnesia you have right now will be limited. Like, because you just died.
Okay.
Yeah, just started.
Unless you're Dylan.
Oh, I was
the
on
fuck?
Dylan, in which case, I don't know what happened to me.
Okay. Then we'll go through the intro. Oh wait, we need to turn off lobby music.
What is bro drinking? What are you slurping down?
I gotta play
Dylan?
new music. Should I do clear and then
Plastic
play?
bag.
What did you say? Plastic bag?
Plastic bag.
That's
That's what that
yeah,
was.
clear.
I was
Clear.
cleaning up.
It sounded like you were drinking something. Yeah, clear and then
No,
add the
I
song.
couldn't. That's me drinking.
Stop that.
Nice.
As is your right.
No, you shouldn't be drinking.
That's water, so I guess I should.
No.
Show yourself.
No, you.
I mean, no, I mean.
Pull
I would
yourselves
never do
together,
that.
party. Okay.
This is what happens when you give us 5 free minutes.
That's true.
It feels almost as though the world falls out from under you. Oh, this applies to everyone. The implication is you have just died. It feels almost as though the world falls out from under you, a sensation similar to the passing out, if only for the arc of your fall to pass through the ground, and again spin in its continued curve into some immaterial and indescribable between. A motion that carries you quickly into the ever-consuming black. A void you briefly imagine as death swallows you, holds you, imbibes you, until the purpose of your being and the permanence of yourself begins to drift to the wayside. Years pass, then minutes, and days follow crawling hours and breathless seconds. As your feet are absent of its ground, so is your soul of its shell. The line blurs between flesh and organs, from skin to sinew. Your consciousness sharpens to an impossibly wide scope as the abstractions of your body fade into a watercolor blend of whatever it is around you. If you would fix that for me, please, Anka.
Yeah.
Does time pass, you wonder? No immediate answer is given, of course, as your feet materialize onto something next to real. A sense of betweenness sets into your bones with an unnerving pulse, one that had suddenly restarted for the first time since your original inception. Not all of your party is here. What once was 16 is now down to a frank 3, plus 2. You each find yourself surrounded by a misty forest. A heavy, almost suffocating fog hangs between towering trees and misty outlines of dense flora. Pale bouquets of hydrangea flowers sprinkled upon stacks of dark pillared leaves. The air here almost seems to try and lull you to sleep, its weight pressing almost as firmly as the cotton-stuffed headache that settles upon your mind. And then the world is yours, so you all wake up in this area.
What the fuck?
Welcome to Limbo.
Ooh, it's very pretty.
Let me go
It
look at
is.
Limbo.
It is very pretty.
Wow.
Alakar will just like
Where the fuck?
shoot his head up, just kind of breathing a bit heavily, pretty freaked out. But as he just looks around him, his breathing will steadily soften, and he will be more distracted by the sights around him.
I like to think that Fabian is on his back and just like not his eyes aren't open. I think he just kind of accepts the fact that he had died, but doesn't realize that like he's not actually dead. So just kind of
I'm
lays
like
down on
looking
the
around
ground for a
like when
bit
you get.
longer.
I'm like looking around when you get like hit in the head really hard and you don't know who or where you are. That's kind of what's going on here.
Kale's doing something similar. They're just like looking around.
Like trying to shake off like the pain in the head that doesn't exist.
Does it exist?
You guys
the
want to
fuck?
very briefly describe what you look like?
Nah.
Alrighty then.
If you give me a second, I will. Who wants to go first?
I can go first.
Yay!
So, the one that gets up and is looking around in a bit of wonder is a little boy. He's young-ish. He's definitely short. Kind of a scrawny, dirty-looking boy with rough, tousled hair. He's wearing pretty simple clothing. Just a shirt, pants, very simple shoes, and a very small, little, like, green shawl. Do I still have my little pointy witch hat?
Yeah, you have everything that was on your person when you died.
Oh, great, and he's wearing, like, a little, pointy black witch hat, too.
Hell yeah, brother.
Ew, yeah.
Sorry,
He's kind of
realized I-
soft in appearance. Girl, what are you doing?
Oh, you know. Sorry, I'm fixing my character sheet because I realized that I still have errors in it. That's my fault. I should have fixed it beforehand.
Dylan, you're up. Just
I
describe
gave
your
you-
guy.
Hmm?
Give a little hook on your guy.
Oh shit. He's like he's fairly like tallish, like 6 foot give or take. He's lean. He's got this long hair that goes down to about his waist that starts gray and umbers down into a blood red. Um, he has clothes that were intricate but are just beaten and tattered. He has some quilted armor on. It's not much, and he has the hilt of a sword at his waist and a purple coat that I think I stole earlier.
Oh yeah.
You think you stole?
It was like a month ago. I don't remember.
Oh, yeah,
Options
the-
are unclear.
That and I straight up just don't remember if I stole it off. I think yeah, we stole it from that wardrobe.
Yeah, you stole it from a necromancer.
Yeah, that can't come back to bite me in the ass.
I mean, it did bite you in the ass. You're that.
That's true. I don't die.
But anyway.
I suppose I can go next, if nobody else wants to. So my character is the Harengon rabbit person. They're, including the ears, about 4.5 feet tall. Whitish, grayish fur. Very simple, like, clothes, kind of in between clothes and rags. And they're looking shocked and looking around. And I think that's it.
Hell yeah.
I'll go next. When you see this very tall, at least over 6 feet, elven. She probably was beautiful once, but now her hair, which was used to be styled, is kind of hanging loose. It's kind of frizzy. It seems to be a while since she's been properly attended. There's like this golden flower crown around her head that's kind of put askew. She has this long, flowing red dress, but it's dirty and there's holes in it. And in her hand, she holds what probably was used to be a very fine golden scepter, but now it's kind of bent and dirty, and it seems to be there was holes where there used to be jewels that are now missing.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Whenever you're ready, okay.
Yeah, I'm ready now. It was just enough time, actually. So after realizing he's like actually not dead, he kind of just like stands up to his height, and he's fairly tall, maybe 5'11". His posture rigid and straight. A man who seems like he keeps himself to a fair standard. He has dark, wavy, almost curly hair that's pulled into a low ponytail. And slightly bent circular glasses. Part of it, a little bit, it's cracked, but he still has them on. The remnants of his jewelry is just his tarnished golden earrings that he keeps on, and his old, like, used to be nice fancy clothes are now, dirtied and not tangled, dirtied, and what's the, like, there's loose thread. I can't remember the word for that. But
Threadbare?
yeah, something like that. Once nice clothes, now ruined with time and the elements. And that's pretty much it.
Oh yeah. So yeah, the party has just sort of awoken is a generous word, but you all have just sort of appeared in this like ethereal kind of forest. Everything's kind of hazy. But yeah.
Can we hear anything? Like, I mean, that's not very specific. Like, is it just the forest we can hear? Like, is there a check I can do to hear if there's anything off, like, in the distance that we could probably head over to?
Yeah, you can roll perception if you want.
Oh, I guess I should have my dice out. Let me just pull up
usually
the...
helpful.
Yeah, usually.
Just a
Let me
little
just
bit.
pull up. Let me pull up a online dice for a second. Dice roller. Teal dice roller. Okay. You said perception?
May I
You
also roll perception?
Yeah, are you also thinking about a sound or are you looking for something else?
I'm just looking around to see if there's anything
crap.
of note. I'm admiring the scenery.
Is
Okay.
perception just a d20?
Yeah. You
Okay.
only write something if you're skilled in it.
Okay, that's what I thought.
I mean,
Okay.
yeah.
That is going to be, wow, a 2 for me.
Damn.
I'll just keep this dice roller up. He hears grass.
You can go ahead and roll pigeon. For you, Yanka.
What do I add? Because I do have the perception skill.
So you should just add your skill bonus.
Oh, okay.
It's probably like a 2 or a 3. I think it's a 2.
I think everybody starts with a 2.
Yeah,
I think
because it's
so.
per level.
That is a 14.
Damn.
Oh yeah. Okay. So Yanka, you feel like you might hear some sort of disembodied like yell or like a cry, but you can't really tell where it's coming from or the tone of it. Like you have no clue if it's like a whooping call or if someone's like screaming for help. So,
Mm.
Pigeon, you have a 14?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So as you're just sort of scanning the forest, most of it is pretty monotone. It's all in these shades of like hazy purple or just like darkness. Except for the hydrangea flowers, which begin to sort of like glow very dimly, kind of in that same like hazy, foggy way. But in the distance, and by distance I mean like kind of like just the tree line, like a good 20, 30 feet from you, you can see the outline of silhouettes, like people just standing there, and they have this same sort of ghostly glow as the hydrangea flowers do. I will say with the 14, you can also catch that along the tree line, where it kind of blurs from like the more darker foreground into the lighter, more blurry background. There looks to be some kind of like movement of like a banner or fabric just slowly sliding across the horizon.
I will take note of that, and I am going to find. I can see the others, right?
Yeah, we'll say you guys are all interspersed in this clearing. Like you all have clear sight of each other.
I'm going to run over to one of the two that I was at least traveling with.
Yeah, nothing impedes you at all. Your steps feel a little heavy, but only in the sense that like maybe gravity is a little weird. Like you just feel very firmly rooted.
I will make my way over to Yonka's character, and I'm just gonna be like, what happened?
I'm not too sure. God, my head. Where this isn't where we were. This is a new place.
Yeah, this is. I don't know if this is normal. Also, who are those two? Those two. And I'll point at like, the elf and the Harangon.
It is
Fabian
not proper to point.
pulls
How
out
dare you?
he puts his
How
hand
else
on his
am I
sword and pulls
supposed
it
to,
out.
point at you? Who are you?
You
Who are
not.
you?
How dare you?
What? I was just asking, who are you?
I could
How
ask the
dare
same.
you?
Your name is How Dare You?
I was just about to say.
How dare you ask that?
Am I getting your
So,
name wrong?
Is it first? I think it's first name. How dare you? Last name. Ask that.
Whoever
Oh,
would
that's a weird
like
name.
can roll
Yeah.
folklore if they want.
I think I have
I can do that.
proficiency in folklore. Let me go look check.
I also
No, I
do.
don't.
What are we rolling
do.
folklore for?
I'll roll
Wouldn't
it.
you like to know?
You're scary.
I don't have that skill.
Would
So
you like to know,
No,
Rabbit Boy?
are you
I'm skilled.
serious?
I'm still
my-
doing it.
my-
I will do it.
So you can roll even if you're
I'm
not
so
skilled.
mad.
I got,
Just like a
I got
normal
an 8.
I
I got a
literally,
nat 20.
Nice.
I was about to get a 19, and then it
Shit.
rolled onto a 9.
Stop it.
Yeah.
What do we add to folklore?
If you're
So
+2 on your skill bonus.
yeah, so it's a normal d20 roll unless you're skilled in it, and then you
Oh,
can add
okay.
your
So
skill
there's
bonus.
no like ability mod that we're adding. To that.
No.
So that's a 2.
Okay, so
I got an 8.
everybody else, like, it was as if you were not like trying to remember anything at all. Like, just nothing pops up in your brain. Is it Elikar?
I rolled a nat 20, but I'm not skilled in it.
That's fine. That's fine. Funny enough, you out of everyone, perhaps you've like probably traveled through Cardova's capital before, right? Elikar.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello? You've probably traveled through the capital before, right?
Sure, briefly, perhaps.
Yeah, once or twice, maybe for a festival. Out of nowhere, you just get the weirdest deja vu feeling as you look at Exandria. And then, like, the more you think about it, and you heard the people talking about nobles earlier, and you're like, she looks remarkably like one of the royal family.
Are you one of those fancy people from Cordova?
I am Crown Princess
Oh,
Alexandra II. How dare you?
Fabian, like,
Okay.
Oh,
I mean, like-
Alexandra, how dare you the second? I thought how dare you was the first name.
that's not how you speak to crown royalty. He sheaths his sword and immediately gets on one knee and, like, kind of does that nightly, like, hand over chest thing. I forgot what it's called.
How else are you supposed to talk to her?
Get
I mean,
on
she's
your
right
knee.
there.
She is royalty.
I don't know.
We don't speak to royalty that way. It's rude.
Who's
I'm sorry,
who's-
my lady, that my companions have spoken in such an ill manner towards you.
I don't know what you mean.
It is your Royal Highness, but it's fine.
Would I know her name? I guess I would know her name.
Yeah, you recognize her
I
now.
would've-
Yeah. Okay, I was
I
about to
mean,
say, like,
Any people here who are nobles, especially like higher ranked than like a jarl or like a
I'm a
duke or a
duke.
baron,
I'm a
you would have like seen her in person before, just probably not have spoken to her.
Yeah.
I wouldn't remember, right?
It's up to you,
I'm
but
going no. I think it's funnier.
go for it
It is.
or don't go for it.
You don't. I don't know.
And, okay, you're a fancy person. And what about you? And I'll point at, Connor's character. Hello?
Kale, Kale,
Connor.
Connor.
Oh my god, sorry. I'm trying to like figure out a
Oh,
voice for them, and I'm trying to make it
That was
really
so
high pitched, but my mic
that
isn't
was
picking it up.
terrifying.
Oh,
That
That
was
was terrifying. Can we stick with
scary.
that? Can we stick with the terrifying one?
Yeah, let's stick with the terrifying.
Your mic is
You're-
not
Yeah, you gotta
My
picking
mic
it
is
up.
You
not
have to
liking
turn off
that
noise
one.
suppression. Turn off noise suppression.
It's still
Oh,
not
boy.
picking it up.
you are pushing your
Oh.
mic to limits.
Turn off noise
God
suppression.
damn.
Did you turn it off?
I just heard the
All right.
squeak.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do my normal voice, but pitched up a little bit.
Go for it.
Where are we?
I don't
You're
know.
all from Cordova, right?
Am I from Cordova?
Maybe.
Outside of it?
Cordova's a country, so you would all be from Cordova, you just might not be from the capital.
Ah,
Oh,
Maybe.
I am.
yes.
I
I'd
think-
hope that we're still in Cordova.
I think that's what it's called.
I don't know where I'm from. I'm just here now, I guess.
Well, I
Like,
guess.
what's your name? That's what I asked.
Yeah. I guess that'd be introductions is important.
Oh.
Of course, Her Royal Highness does not need an introduction herself, as we all
Yep.
do know of her
I
glorious
want an
power.
introduction. I don't know who she is.
Yeah, I've
he,
got.
like-
There's
he-
nothing going on up here.
Fabian, like, kind of
Not
like
much going on up
I
here.
also
like,
don't
lightly-
know who she
lightly
is.
pinches Elikar's arm.
What is that for? I asked a simple question.
Even if you don't know
You
her
should all
name.
be glad that my executioner isn't here.
Why?
No.
That's
Hey,
a weird thing to
executed.
have.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Burying his hand.
I'm with the
God.
farmer boy, man.
Oh
You
my
have
goodness.
enough money for an executioner?
I am a
Like, that's
princess.
their
Of course,
only
what do you
job?
mean? Yes. It's a very prestigious job.
Oh goodness.
Okay, so your name
You
is
do know how
Princess?
much of Cardova is poor, don't you?
Yes, that's why they need executioner if the poor people get too close.
Oh wow, that's
And you know, for crime things.
Mhm.
am I will like lean over to like Fabian and just say like, am I poor people?
In a sense, for her anybody who isn't of a notable family is probably considered a poor person.
Are you sure we're from
Yeah.
the same country? That
We-
seems really weird.
You know, she's from the capital and you're from some village, I suppose. And most of the time villages don't get that much information from the capital. So I would yes, yeah, some bumfuck village. Yeah, some bumfuck village. Um and so you may not know things that people who are closer to the capital may know.
Wait, question for the DM.
Go for it.
So in Capital Cardova,
Yes.
is like the entire capital like sort of only for like nobility or like rich people, or are there
No.
also like slums there?
There are slums. Everything in your backstory works, essentially.
Fantastic.
Think of it like the capital city.
Mm-hmm.
It's just very Spencer knows more about infrastructure. It's just very large.
Yeah. It's like any modern city.
It's New York.
It has
Yeah.
rich parts and poor parts.
Hmm.
So have you heard of
Yeah.
the city New York?
As a matter of fact, I have.
New York?
Yeah,
I-
New York.
I'm a New Yorker, kind of.
I'm actually the Duke of New York.
New York.
New York.
No, but at this point, I'm looking at at Fabian. I'm looking at me, and I'm realizing, oh shit, we're wearing the same shit. I'm also like a duke. And then I
mine's
look at
much better
myself.
than yours, though, of course.
I look at myself. I look at the princess, and I piece together. Well, no, I think I'm also a duke. I would know who the princess is, and I don't remember you. I don't know you.
Maybe you hit your head quite hard wherever we've been transported to by whatever or whoever or
I mean, maybe,
do
but
you
I mean, it's the
we
princess of
need
the
to-
country that I think I rolled. So
are you
Speaking
all
of
right?
us being transported here,
Oh.
how do you think that happened? Do you think it has to do with the weird magic?
Were
There's
you
that one
there?
guy at the
Bubble?
windmill we were at?
Wait.
we had a. we
Wait,
got
how do you
eaten
know
by a
about the
bubble.
weird magic?
Because it was killing everybody.
But
Oh,
it was just
Or supposedly, maybe it was just teleporting them.
so you saw that bubble too?
What bubble?
Okay,
Well-
well then different magic.
Yeah, there's this weird
Yeah.
guy at a farm, and he was trying to kill us. He killed a guy in front of me.
He did.
That
yeah,
was
and we offered him dinner
shocking.
too.
We kept
was a
on
crazy guy.
throwing rocks at him. And then when he died, his like heart blew up into like
Yeah.
magic.
I do remember.
Yeah.
How did you guys get here then? If it's not by the bubble or whatever happened to us? Do you recall?
I was holed up in the capital, in one of the slums, in a building when it was struck
Struck?
By what?
with magic.
Like,
What kind of magic? Like, what did it look like? Did it smell a certain way? Did it feel a certain way when you were hit by it?
Hey, Moss, can I just pull this shit out of my ass?
Absolutely.
It sort of looked like smoke, but not the color of smoke. Sort of like a light bluish smoke, and it sort of snaked around like a whip, and it struck buildings.
Huh.
wasn't the heart explosion also blue?
It was
Like a blue-purple, right?
something.
No, yeah, it was a blue purple, not a light blue.
I'm trying to
Roll
remember.
perception if he's like.
It was
like,
actually cerulean.
It was
Yeah.
cerulean.
It was actually
fuck up, dog.
I have this
hex
watch pulled up
color.
right now.
Yeah, I have the hex color right here.
Okay, everyone get out the color wheel. We're doing this.
It's actually
No.
F5 F5. Wow, that's crazy.
Wow.
Whoa.
I think ours was FF5 F6. Actually.
I don't know what that is. I couldn't afford Photoshop.
And actually, the color wouldn't shift that way, so it'd be FF5 FC.
Oh,
Yeah.
my
What?
bad.
What's C?
It's like a letter in
Oh.
like the alphabet or something. I don't know.
Oh, for rich people.
We don't know. Okay, so what I'm getting is some magic, probably similar to what happened to us, but in a different way, had also, I guess, transported others around this area that we. Where are we?
Hopefully, still Cardova. I'd like to get back to my family.
Well,
Yeah,
I feel
I
like
don't know about that.
we should probably find a way out of this forest.
Oh yeah, by the way, I saw some stuff over there, and I'll like point at the figures in the distance and that like cloth looking thing in the distance.
He fucking pulls out. his,
Why did you
sword.
wait so long, tiny
What?
creature?
How
was
long have
asking-
you
that?
Oh, I saw that like a few minutes ago. I
Why
just
didn't
wanted
you
to like
say anything? Listen,
I wanted to learn people's names.
As
Okay.
he points
feel
it
like that's
out,
the
you
least
can
of our worries.
see. As he points it out,
You-
and everybody's looking at it, you can very clearly see it's like a very tattered and long banner. It's kind of like slowly, like in like rivulets, if that's the word, kind of just like waving
Yeah.
very sluggishly, as if the air
And
was
it's
heavy.
And it has like a bunch of people following it, right?
we're just standing there.
Not that
actually.
you can see. It's like at the edge of the horizon.
Okay.
It's more of like a silhouette, like it's backlit.
Okay.
Does it look like it's like moving more than just the wind? Like, would it make sense for like somebody to be carrying that?
Oh, like
Yeah, it's
walking.
definitely moving. And Alucard, you sort of like keep your eye on it. Kinda, not really. You could tell that it has actually been like taken the whole conversation to circle around. Like the entirety of the horizon.
Oh, it's like circling around us.
Oh,
That's
Whatever that thing is.
menacing.
listen. Alucard.
Maybe we should check
So
it out.
that is why
How tall
you
is
should have
Elatar
told us
again?
before.
Elakar is like 21 or something.
That's not a
20 to
real.
21.
That's not a height, but okay.
That's not a height.
Oh, I thought he was asked
21
how tall he
inches.
is.
Nope.
Oh, I
21
thought you said
inches.
age too.
Nope,
What?
he's
I said
21
height.
inches now.
Yeah, he's 21.
I'm
Elakar
gonna
is like
hop on the tallest person's shoulders.
Elakar is like
5'11".
5'3".
Okay, so he like
I think that's the princess, but don't you dare.
How tall is the princess?
I think she's a bit over 6 foot.
Oh, she's
you
not the
and
tallest.
the other person that we don't
No.
know. I mean, that doesn't know. You know what? We'll figure out names
I was
later.
6 even.
But Elakar, for future reference,
Yeah.
if there's anything you see that seems weird, just no. Actually, you know what? Anything you see,
If you see something, say something.
say
Hey.
something. Make sure you tell us that you see it. Okay?
The amount
Oh,
of
like a
fucking
cool
times I
bug?
see that on my commute.
Nothing trivial like bugs and
What? And he'll just
It's-
look at
Maybe
you in
bugs.
like disbelief.
it's not
Okay,
necessary.
Okay. Everyone move aside. I know how to talk to my subjects. I got this.
Oh,
I will
What was your name again?
move aside.
oops, sorry, I got distracted.
But you didn't even give me your name. I'm Elakar.
What's your name again?
I'm Elakar. I just said that.
Okay, listen here, peasant.
That's not my name.
Listen here, peasant. Do
Try
better.
again.
Okay.
This
That's
lady's
enough.
weird. And I'll like turn to Fabian
on.
and say that.
Yeah.
Don't.
She kind of sucks. I'm not gonna lie.
No. Oh my.
She really does suck.
Oh goodness. Anyways, let's just find a way out of here, away maybe from the opposite side, wherever these people are circling us.
I think we should go to the people circling us.
What if they're,
Wait a minute. Can I climb a tree?
You could certainly try. I think
Would acrobatics make sense?
Yeah, acrobatics is literally climbing in book.
Because I'm skilled in that, so that's a
I
plus
figured.
2.
I know a thing or two about climbing trees. I used to be a knight.
21! Fuck yeah!
Let's go. Okay, you just climbing the nearest tree?
I'm just climbing the nearest tree.
Hell yeah. So
Tall tree. No,
they're
four.
very they're kind of like birch in the sense that they're very vertical. Like they may lean and curve a little bit, but you're not gonna get a bunch of like outstanding branches in your way. Which normally would keep
I
most
also
people from
would like
climbing.
to hide in branches if possible. Although I imagine that would be quite difficult.
We'll we'll see. But as you climb more upward, the trunk of the tree gets from like this deep, rich, like purpley black into a more lighter, like mauve, and then even lavender. And then once you're about, are you like climbing it to the top?
Yeah.
Yeah. Once you're like 30 feet up, it sort of, the outside of it smears into this like translucent blurred color. And you notice that any of the like quote unquote branches that you had seen from underneath it aren't actually affixed to the tree in any real way. They're very ghostly. And you can grasp them, but there are like gaps.
What?
What's going on? You see something?
Everything all right up there?
This tree is a bad tree.
What?
What do
No,
you-
it looks fine.
Looks like a
bad
tree to
shit,
me.
tree.
What's a tree?
Anyway, I'm gonna look out at the general area where the banner is and see what I see.
Definitely. Okay. So you do have a better vantage point, and since you're above some of like where the leaves would have been, it's kind of what you would imagine clouds might look like from above. Like you can see through them, but there is a bit of a haze caused by them. You could see that the banner is indeed being held by, oh my goodness, is in fact being held by someone. But they are this ghostly, translucent, like silver white that the hydrangea flowers are. And behind them there is like a sprinkled procession of similarly translucent figures.
And like they actively like translucent, like this isn't just like they have kind of see-through skin. Like they're ghosty ghosts.
They're ghosty ghosts, but they do have a form. Like they have limbs, they walk on feet.
Okay, they're just a little
They
bit
have
ghostly.
features. Yeah. They have features, but you could probably see through them if you're right up close.
Okay.
Everyone!
Mhm.
They're ghosts!
Actually, while you're up there, can you roll perception for me? You can still have this conversation, but
Ghost. So
Ghosts?
we did die.
That's a 4 on perception.
okay, don't worry about it then.
I am
Yeah,
choosing to
it's
worry about it.
So we're dead.
Or
Can we
No,
be
surrounded
dead
by
or
dead.
You don't
like
become
alive
among the
here?
ghosts when you die. You become a ghost. That's not how it works.
Well,
I look at my hand. Am I a ghost?
is my hand translucent?
Same.
As you look down, your hands look normal.
You haven't touched anyone. I like grab
I slapped
Eleanor's hand.
Fabian.
Actually, for anyone like trying to see if they're a ghost or not, roll me perception.
Perception.
Okay.
You can continue to slap each other, but
No, I refuse to be slapped. Like
Oh my god.
immediately, I got a 14.
17.
I got another 21.
Damn.
Oh my god.
So anyone above a 15,
Oh damn, messed up.
Damn, that's rough. It's the slap threw you off.
Your hands look normal, your fingertips, your skin, it's all there, looking
But I
real and
think it's
normal. If maybe a little pale, but you know, the lighting.
My melanin!
Um,
No!
Looking a little desaturated.
Oh, thank God.
But anyone over 15 can notice that, like, with this, and it'll be harder for you, Kale, but maybe you notice on your hand when you're looking. But with this sort of like faint breeze, you can see a little bit of your hair, and for Kale, fur kind of like blow a little bit, and the very ends of your hair look slightly translucent or glassy.
They're
Ghost
gonna-
hair.
Oh, damn.
Kale, for you, it almost looks like a very thin layer of frost on some of your fur, like the longest bits.
I'm gonna climb back down
Go for it.
and just very sort of like
Yeah, roll acrobatics to go down the steep hill.
No, you're good, you're good. I will say that you did see ghostly figures that were not following the procession, and they were kind of scattered about the forest. But yeah, that's about it from what you could see.
Did you see anyone?
shall we go say hello to the ghosts?
The ghosts?
I
Yeah.
don't really see
Ones
anything
that
else to
believe
do,
us.
so I guess so.
The ones that will lead us to the afterlife.
Why do you
I
think we're
mean-
dead?
Why do you...
We're in a place.
I
Sorry.
look at my hair and I'm like, fuck, my hair is ghost hair.
Fuck
If
my
I look, can
frosted
I see
tips.
it? My frost tips. Can I see that?
God,
Can I see
Yeah.
that?
I need a
now that I
haircut.
look?
If this is happening to everyone, so once somebody points it out, you can notice it too. It's almost like
Okay.
split
will-
ends, but it's very like glassy.
Yeah,
I will point
I
it
haven't had
out
a
as
haircut
soon
in
as
a
I
while.
land.
I like grab the end of my ponytail and like whip it over to the front and look at the ends to see that it's ghostly. Like, if this isn't any proof that we're dead, then what is? Like, you can see right through my hair.
Clearly,
No,
you
it's
just need a
magic
haircut.
Stuff.
I don't need a haircut. I trim myself daily.
Do you know magic
Get it
stuff?
together.
No,
I don't know magic stuff.
Why
so
don't
it
we
could be
just-
magic stuff?
why don't we just call over to them? Excuse me. Excuse me.
Like,
Do they
kind of far.
hear me?
The procession doesn't really falter.
I just start running
regard
towards the
my call.
procession.
Damn, like
Run
full
towards
speed.
Not full speed, like a half jog.
I guess we
I mean,
should
I'm kind
follow.
of curious too. Yeah.
I want to go.
I'm gonna
We're
follow
going.
along, yeah.
We're going. Come on.
I walk behind.
Your
A
Royal Highness,
princess
do you need
doesn't
uh
run?
I'm not
You need
princess. So we can
aid.
run.
going?
Everybody but the princess runs.
No, I don't run. Fabian is loyal to the crown
Oh,
and asks, "Do you need assistance going up the hill, Your Royal Highnesses?"
Yes.
He like outstretched his hand.
The thing where like she leads by the hand
Yeah, exactly.
up. Just it doesn't really do anything. It's just a
Oh,
symbol.
please watch your step. Princess, there's a twig. You could hurt yourself. And leads out.
Nice. Yeah, so they're on the horizon. They're probably, forgive my mouth, at least like 50 feet away.
That far.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty close.
it's not terribly far.
That's like
50
if they're-
meters. 50 meters.
Oh,
That's
oh,
the
I get it in my head. I get it in my head.
It's half a football field.
Oh, thank you.
Then actually, yeah, 50 meters.
Nerd.
It's because meters and yards are really similar. So
You're similar.
Yeah,
Oh, I guess they are about 3 feet per
50
meter.
meters away. Like it's a walk. It's not like an exhausting thing to think about, but it's a walk. You can pass through trees. The ground is very clear, as much as is it Fabian or Fabian?
Fabian.
As much as Fabian is being very careful about what may be scattered about. It's pretty clean. It's not
Your Highness.
difficult terrain to navigate.
Careful of pebble.
There are some
Man, Fabian is so
bushes.
fabulous.
Thank you.
Oh heavens!
There are a couple of bushes you can maneuver around, but they're not really in your way. In your path, there are a couple of these like ghostly spirits, but they don't turn to you at all. Like you can walk up to them and investigate if you'd like, but they don't go towards you.
I'm going to try to investigate them.
Alrighty. Are you looking for anything in particular? Or just the closest one?
I'm trying to see if I can like spur like a reaction out of them. Like
Oh,
wait
okay.
in front of their face. If that doesn't work, I'll try like passing a hand through them to see if it goes through them.
Yeah, we'll say that you could see a couple within like 10 or 20 feet of you. One of them is just sort of standing there, staring, unmoving, like up at the sky. They don't blink when you wave a hand in front of their face, and when you go to touch them, your hand passes through very sluggishly, like kind of like Jello.
Mm.
Oh.
And it's very cold.
Does it
but
come
they-
out the other side with jelly?
No, it's just the
Oh.
it's like Jello that doesn't break, like a gel. It
Mhm.
reforms itself.
Mhm.
And it doesn't react. In fact, most of them seem very still, like maybe faintly breathing. But they're not emoting or like doing anything. If you want to keep investigating them, like looking around for anything odd, you can. But other than that, they kind of just feel like silhouettes of people.
Why are they circling? Hmm.
Who knows?
Hmm.
Hello. What are you guys doing?
Hello?
No response. Okay.
I tried to
kind of
like
rude.
tap one on the shoulder.
You can feel like your hand sort of like push through it a little bit. But it's just cold, maybe a little slimy.
Fabian's
They
gonna
don't react.
walk in front of the procession, like to see if they would stop if he just stood in front of them.
Yeah, so if you walk in front of the procession, there's one that's bigger than the others. And they don't have the facial features that everyone else does. They kind of just part and shift around you without hesitation, as if they had seen you coming.
Where's the banner?
Is that solid or also like gross?
When I say pass through you, I don't mean they physically phase through you, they just sidestep you. Like calmly.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep following. No, I'm gonna like keep like trying to get in their face.
Trying to disrupt the path.
Yeah,
No.
like if they keep sidestepping, Fabian's
Oh,
gonna
try
sidestep
shepherding
them.
them.
Yeah, somewhere else maybe off the whatever path they're
Like-
going.
Like a Disney World family trying to get their last fast pass, they
Yeah.
just circumvent you.
That's a saying for sure.
That's so Florida of you.
It
That's-
provokes the image, does it not?
It does.
It does. Which I hate.
Yeah.
If it fits, it fits.
It doesn't.
What's it?
I don't know. Disneyland.
European!
I was gonna
European!
say you're not American.
European.
Have you ever been to
I'm
like
being-
Paris?
Have you been to
You.
Paris?
It's a real question.
No one
That says it all.
no one needs to be going to Paris.
I mean,
Paris
I've
literally
been to the
sucks.
city of Paris.
It's so
Yeah,
I haven't been
nasty.
to
It's like-
Disneyland Paris.
Like no, oh no, I just mean Paris. You know how like nobody talks and they just kind of look like assholes and they move past you.
It's not even that they look like assholes, they are assholes.
Well, the French. What do you expect?
Yeah, literally. If you
True.
don't
It's like-
speak French,
It's
they
like
really
Chicago and New York, except they don't verbally assault you.
True. That's actually so true.
These guys are chill.
But there's such a charm of being verbally assaulted in New York.
Yeah, there is.
You know, I
Send
didn't
it
mind
to
it in
you.
New York. But when it happened in Chicago, I was like, damn. I didn't expect it.
I've never been
Is it
verbally.
because they're better at
yelled
it in Chicago?
No, because I've never
I can
been
get
out of
that.
the 6-7 years I've gone to Chicago. Like every single like a lot of times I've gone to Chicago, I've never been yelled at or anything like that.
No, it was my fault. I was being nice.
Oh.
There's
That
this
is
guy like
all right.
Yes. Oh
there
my
was a
gosh.
guy
yes.
shoplifting at like CVS, and the security guard was kicking him out, and I didn't realize it until after I'd walked after. But he said I could go first on the escalator because he was trying to stay, I guess, and I said thank you. He cursed at me. He was like, "Fuck you, bitch. What do you think I give a shit?" It's like,
Oh
damn.
my god.
Oh my
Like,
God.
damn. I truly just thank you for letting me use the escalator. Alrighty.
Anyway, so the procession's just
What are we doing?
processing.
Oh, here.
They're processing.
I just
Is
follow them.
there?
Yeah, you can if you'd like.
Yep, I'm just gonna follow. I'm just gonna follow them.
Is there like anyone in the procession that is of note? Like they have any features that others don't?
Oh. Baby.
Yeah, I'd say that especially near the sides and near the end of the procession, you see people who probably looked a bit more shaped than the people in the front. They might still have some tint of color, or they're wearing identifiable clothing, or have prominent facial features. As opposed to like the more front or middle of the procession, where they've kind of slowly transitioned into like a more formless kind of silhouette.
Okay. Well, I have a question. Is this like, I don't know how to explain it other than like a bowl? Like we were at this bottom part and it like goes up, right? So we're at, I would consider the lip of the bowl. Can I see anything past? Like,
It
there
is.
anything?
It is kind of. It is flat. Like as you approach things, it is flat, but your perspective does curve at the horizon. So there is no lip where you're at. Like it goes back to being flat. But the trees are not as dense, and there's more just like open shadow. So like there is a definite change in scenery. Is anyone else gonna join Dylan?
I will join Dylan.
Okay. Bianca, were you wanting to make a perception check on that outside area?
Yeah.
Okay. Then you roll perception. Dylan and Kale, I want you to roll a resolve check.
Dylan and Kale.
No name.
12.
Question mark, and Kale.
12.
12.
So then resolve check. Would we
Let me go get
just
my real
add our
dice.
mod not skilled?
Where's my dice?
Yeah, not skilled.
I think it's different.
That's a
Look,
14 for Kale.
It's a
Kara
12.
will join them, but specifically just to like try and poke and bother the ghosts that seem more shapely.
Mm-hmm. But are you gonna
I got a
like
12.
fall in line with the procession?
No, not really.
Okay. You can roll resolve with advantage.
Okay.
So we have a 12 and a 14.
And back. Got my dice.
Okay. Yeah. So as you follow the procession,
Oh, that's
it's
gonna
almost
be
like
21.
yeah.
Right.
You are unabetted. The other two, as you follow this procession, it's almost like, you know how cars in racing kind of have a air pocket, like behind
Like
them.
drafting?
Drafting?
Yeah.
Drafting. Kind of like that. When you step into the procession, it feels like the sluggishness of the air around you lessens. But as the procession curves to continue its like orbit of wherever you spawned in at, that same line of air almost like guides you to follow it. Like there's some kind of current that's keeping you in line with the procession. You feel like you could step out of it like fairly easily, like you don't feel trapped, but it is there.
What if I want to become mentally trapped?
You can if you'd like. You could
I'm
willingly fail your resolve roll.
I'm gonna just like just follow him. Just
Just go
turn
with
the
the
brain
vibe.
off for a little bit to help process all this.
Fair.
I'm
gonna
gonna
drift.
try to talk to one of the people at the back. Because they're more shapely, right?
Yeah, they are more shapely.
So I'll try to talk to one of them and be like, where are we going? Or something.
See if they answer.
They won't respond to you, but you can see they still have like pupils, and they do like slide over to look at you. But
Do
they
they
don't
look
speak to you.
dead?
They look high.
Ah, the stoners.
They're
Where they meet
zooted.
up.
They're having a great time.
Damn, what kind of hush did you guys smoke?
They're having an okay
Dude.
time.
Idled in a trance.
Alexandra, is there
There's, like,
anything
peasants
you
on
wanted to do?
networks.
Huh?
Mm,
Oh,
I just wanna-
Alexandra.
Yeah, I just want to check if there's anything she wanted to do. Or is she just chilling?
No,
Oh yeah. Let everyone else do all the
not
work.
gonna engage with the peasants.
For real. So Fabian, on your perception roll, what was that?
It was like a 12, but let me double check. Yeah, 12.
Okay. Now that you're more outward from where you started, you can hear the same vocalizations you did before. This time a bit more clear, and you can clearly hear they are like upset cries. And it sounds like one person.
Hey, shh. Do you hear that? There's somebody crying.
What?
There's somebody crying.
Weird. Well, why are they crying?
Oh no.
That's not.
I think they need help.
Help!
Yep, they need help.
Oh.
I
I
guess
step
like-
out of the procession once I run back around.
You're gonna do what?
Once I come back around to be with them, I'll step out of the procession.
possession.
Yeah, you feel a little bit of a tug,
Possession.
kind of like stepping out of the ocean. But nothing that like snags you.
Yeah.
There's somebody calling for help.
Help!
We need to
Oh.
go. Fabian just kind of like goes off without even like finishing a sentence. It just tries to go find the voice.
Elkar will separate from the line. And is Kale following?
Nope.
Oh,
Somebody needs to get Kale.
Elkar will
Yeah.
like grab him by the hand
He's
and be like,
hanging
"We're
out.
going this way.
He's
We're going this
chilling.
way now."
No.
You're not a ghost, so how about you stick with us?
Fabian is
I don't know what's
far.
going on.
Fabian is power walking over there without anybody.
I will say for you, Kale, you didn't feel super like integrated into the procession. Like you were still consciously walking and like following the line. But you were slowly feeling like calmer, like this kind of like fuzzy, full feeling. Like maybe you didn't really care where you were.
That's alarming, and I love it.
Okay, we go. Where I'm also running to go help the person.
Okay, you two
Yeah.
are running.
Fabian isn't running. He's just power walking.
I
Walking with Curtis.
assume I'm being somewhat dragged, but I am gently running along.
Okay.
Yep.
I
So
am
the-
elegantly following behind.
So
Think
Fabian is
sure.
leading the group.
Basically, yeah.
He's like stopping, taking a moment to hear, and like changing directions.
Dylan, how close is your guy to Fabian?
Not. I don't know, like
What? Like physically close?
15 feet,
Physically?
I guess.
50 feet? Okay.
Like I took 15. Like I took a second and then like hopped out of line before the other two, and then I went.
Makes sense. We've got a little single file going on.
Mhm.
First two people on the line make perception for me.
Big money. 15. I be perceiving.
18.
What the fuck? What the Fauci?
Okay. You can tell that the voice is like you can tell where it's coming from. It's like probably 20, 30-ish feet away from you. You're definitely getting closer. And and it feels almost like it's kind of above in one of the trees.
Cool.
And the trees here are much more spaced out. Like before in the forest where there was probably like, oh, I don't know, like 6 trees for every like 20 square feet. Like now it's like 1.
Oh, wow, that's very
Mhm.
bare. So we find the tree that this person's yelling from.
Yeah, you could probably pinpoint like a tree or 2 that you think it is as you get closer. Or well, the specific tree you think it is.
Hello?
I like just point up, gesturing at Kale and Elcar to just they're up there.
Why are they
Kale
in a
is
tree?
not listening.
That's
Fabian
why
is
I'm
like
pointing.
Fabian is like the brooch that's like keeping his cloak together. He's like taking it off and like dropping his cloak on the ground in case he has to climb a tree.
So
but he
he's
has
like
it in his hand.
right there under it.
Yeah. Hello?
As you look up, you notice it's a lot darker out here. There's pretty much completely absent the bushes with the glowing hydrangeas. And so you only get that sort of foggy backlight from the sky. As you look up, it's hard to see because that light blurs. But the screaming cries stop right as you get under the tree. And as I'm just gonna keep calling you Dylan. As Dylan points up, as Dylan points up to the tree, and Fabian is sliding his cloak off, you could see some movement before something roughly human size drops down on top of you.
Fabian?
Yeah, I would like you to make. Actually, how about we take a pause and then we'll start initiative?
Oh no.
Okay.
Give me like 4 minutes for a pee break. I'll be right
This
back.
is so exciting.
Oh, piss girl.
I'm also gonna go piss girl.
I also have to go
piss
piss
girl.
girl.
I am also
Go
going to
piss
piss girl.
Wow.
I'm
go
so-
Guys,
girls.
we're like real girls. Like, you want to come with me to the bathroom?
Oh, I
I'll
would
be
love
right
to come
back.
with you to the bathroom.
Group pee session. Let's go.
Keep the mics on.
That's what the mic's on. I'm gone. Give me a second.
If I knew we needed a group piss, I would have let everyone go sooner.
Everyone pissing.
Everyone pissing. Rookie move.
Hello, I am done pissing.
Me too.
Nice.
Everyone pissing.
Rookie moves, hearing someone cry hello in the exact same tone and way like 10 times.
Oh.
I have returned from pissing.
Oh, hello.
Welcome back.
So I did not have a character voice prepared for this session, so I hope you enjoy me just improvising some weird shit.
I do enjoy it.
Yeah, there was that second where I was like, I had to speak. I was like, what to do? Okay, let's just go. Hello.
I think it works quite well.
Hello? Hello, hello.
God damn it.
I'm
I-
back.
Hello.
What was that? Something
I can
crawling
repeat
in
it
your
if you want.
throat? Yeah.
I said, hello.
Oh, I heard like is something crawling out of your throat. What is going on?
It's trying to escape. Damn, you're fucking him up.
Mm-hmm. Just like how this humanoid thing fell on top of me.
Human-sized.
Human size. I feel like I
That is
should
the most
make.
ominous way to describe something. Human-sized.
Well, it's, I did not tell you it was humanoid.
I would like.
Yeah,
to-
that's what I mean. That's so scary. What do you mean
For real.
human-sized?
I feel like I should have the ability to catch it if I want to.
No.
Why? Our judge, so unruly.
Plead your case.
Because I asked nicely. Girlfriend privileges.
No. Listen, girl. You know I love analog horror so much, and yet you went to the voice calling for help in the exact same tone 10 times? Come on now. You
You
deserve
didn't
this.
say it was the same tone.
I used the same tone.
But what if I
Oh,
just?
so you just think I'm a bad actor? Just think I'm
No,
you think I'm
no,
a bad
no,
actor.
no.
It's like Gemini Home Entertainment.
No, I was just about to
Yes.
say that. It was like that one that you made me watch.
Oh,
Help!
Into the woods.
Help! Help me! Help!
It's an analog
Help!
horror.
Help me!
It's
Help me!
I love Gemini Home Entertainment. It's literally my favorite.
yeah, I really like it too.
It's scary. Not that scary, actually. I'm fine watching it.
It's actually not scary at all.
It's not scary.
Ominous.
Yeah. I don't like the scary ones.
Yeah, we won.
The
I don't watch
scary ones.
Mandela Catalog anymore just because, like, it is, like, well made, but it has so many. Not for this one.
Your Honor, is there an owl bear?
Not for this one.
Okay, so it's not a fight. Whew.
Theater of the
Yeah.
Mind exists, girl.
Okay. Sorry, I was reading.
Okay.
I was reading Mr. Mr. Blonix's Sir Am Blonix's emoji.
We went a long way for that joke. It didn't really work.
Who you calling a simp? I'm reading the old messages. Mr.
We learned
Blonix.
that France
Yeah.
is the New Jersey of Europe, or New
France?
Jersey is the France of the U.S.
France came first. France came
Yeah, I was about to
so-
say.
Nobody cares about France.
That's true. France kind of sucks.
Nobody cares about Jersey.
France is so gross.
Yeah,
France
but at
is
least that's part of our
nasty.
country.
It really, everything smells
It
like
does
piss
have
over
French
there.
people, and
Hello.
that's not great.
Hello, bailiff. You spell. Oh, there you go. you fixed it.
Brilliant.
My
I'm Dutch bailiff.
your grandmother is a colonizer. They colonized my people.
Did you deserve it?
No, good. Well, I mean, all the French
no.
people who did colonize ended up getting slaughtered. So.
Oh yeah, good riddance, honestly.
Based.
Mhm.
Oh, wait, sorry, my bad. I forgot it was French
That's
for a
all
second. I
even.
just hated you.
Dylan,
Damn.
eat my balls.
No, I'm busy with your dads.
Eat my balls. Eat my
Eat my
balls.
balls.
Busy eating
Eat
your
my
dads.
balls. Literally,
It's on my
I actually
Krispy
had
Kreme
to-
ice cream.
I had to keep myself. I'm gonna behave
Keep yourself in
you?
check.
because I was gonna say something really, really gross, but I changed my mind.
Okay, are we ready?
I
Yes.
think
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
bailiff, whack his wee wee.
Okay,
Oh,
So-
oops.
we're starting initiative, so that means all the players are going to make initiative rolls. It's kind of like Lancer in the sense of start of round, you guys roll initiative.
Back.
Anybody who rolls higher than the adversary will go before them. Anyone who rolled lower than the adversary will just go after them, and that repeats every
Oh, I
round.
see.
And so our initiative that comes from cunning, right?
It says
Yeah.
plus
So it should be
star
1d20 plus cunning plus skilled.
bonus.
Oh,
Yeah.
plus
Rolled a
skill.
10.
Okay.
So let's see,
I got
1d20.
3.
Big money, big money, big money, big money, big money.
Alright.
Okay, that is a. And do I use my modifier or do I
Oh.
use my?
Cunning
Yeah.
modifier.
Okay, so
There's
that's
one.
9.
And your
I got
star, which I think is
7.
skill.
Yeah,
So-
that should
7.
be 7 for me too.
So wait, so just
I
making
rolled
sure
a 17.
we use our cunning plus skilled, right?
Yeah, the skill has a little star next to it, right?
The skill bonus. So I guess we could have just
skill
used our
bonus.
cunning skilled.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't
it
think
is
about
just
that.
cunning skilled.
It's just cunning skilled. Okay, so yeah, so 7.
Would you get lowered? 17?
17, yeah.
And then
Also
I missed
7.
yours, Connor.
3.
Damn. That makes my job easier. Or more fun.
I feel like I need to open up a reload my roll dice tab because I've exclusively been getting 2s and 19.
Me too. I closed out of my dice roller and I immediately pulled out physical dice.
Okay,
This is
put
a-
initiative in handouts.
Out. She handing out the initiatives. Where's the 13?
Oh, and I
So-
got
I just realized rolling high means I have to do stuff now.
Oh, I forgot
Yeah, you
yours.
do.
Yours, patron. What'd you get?
a 10.
Okay.
Right above Dylan and I, and Connor.
Okay. So Alexandria. Let me pull up my notes. Because you're so far away, you kind of are able to get your bearings. And let's be real, you don't really care about these people very much. So you're not emotionally in the game. But you can see that the thing that falls on Fabian does so with intent. It's sort of insect-like, has several legs, and it falls directly onto his shoulders and shoves him to the ground. Fabian, you're gonna start combat grappled, but you don't take any damage yet. But you are up first, Alexandra.
So I'm gonna cast Demonic Servant, which summons a demon for me.
Hell
So I'm
yeah.
just gonna go, Butler! That's a double clap.
This really
In the
is
space
so
between her
reminiscent of
appear-
the US government.
and in the space before appears this almost weird glowing ball of but it's a weird green, gross, pukish glow.
Mm.
Oh.
And at the same time, the ball, it kind of seems sentient.
Love that.
And give me a second. If I understand correctly, that's around what I can do, and then I can actually use the demon on next turn.
Yeah. So on your first turn, you can just summon it. But you can summon it to wherever
Yeah.
you see. So it could be right next to you, or it can be all up right next to Fabian.
No, I'm gonna put it next to me. I want my butler to protect me.
Oh yeah, makes sense. Okay, so do you think that's gonna be it for your turn?
I think so. Yes.
Okay, that's fair. That did
I
cost.
think that's what I can do. I'm getting used to this.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. Yeah. So as your secondary action, you could move. You can do a swift action if you have any. You could do a free action or a reaction. But yeah, unless you want to interact with the environment, that's pretty much your main action.
No, I think I'm good here. I think, yeah.
Okay, perfect. My turn. Okay, Fabian. So you can't really see this creature on your back, but you can tell immediately. It's got large, forelimbs because they sort of go around your shoulders, kind of like if a mantis had given you a really awkward back hug.
Aw, so cute.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure it's
Cuteness
very cute.
overload.
Let me remember how threat level works on this. Oh yeah, I roll a secret dice. Oh hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Uh-oh.
Don't worry about it. Okay. You can feel it shifting on your back before the monster just sort of like this insect rears back as if to strike and then slams its proboscis like into your shoulder.
That's the correct place for the proboscis to be.
It just
No.
makes the most sense.
does.
Actually, the
Kinda cute.
correct spot is not on anybody's body.
We can agree to disagree.
Okay.
That's gonna be an 18 to hit. Okay. Let's get our damage. Oh wait, I forgot the music. This is
Yeah.
not the music.
Guys, we have to listen to nice Minecraft music while fighting.
Ooh, yes.
I feel so calm, like I could just welcome death with open arms.
Actually, we'll keep this music because it's not that big of a fight.
Guys, you know what? I'm not afraid of death. I'm ready.
Already. Oh, and because that was an even number, it's a solid hit. I'm so sorry, Bestie. Okay. Do you have any armor on?
No.
No, you have
Interesting.
quilted, but it doesn't change your AC.
No, but it should give you armor dice. Do you have quilted armor?
No. I mean, technically, no. I don't have any armor, but like technically, I don't think it really works now because I'm prone. But
You're
I do
grappled.
have grappled, I guess. I have this thing called Knightly Stance that gives me gives me a armor die of D6. And then I also count as an obstacle for enemies, but I don't know if I'm allowed to be knightly and stanced up.
You can't do it as a reaction, it would have to be for your turn.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Okay. How? Okay. I am sorry to say, Bestie. Because you don't have any armor dice, is gonna take 12 points of damage.
Whoa!
Holy moly!
Wow.
Oh my god,
No,
he's not
That's
looking
almost my
good.
entire
Hey,
pool of
wait.
hit
Oh,
points.
I have 4
Wait, y'all-
HP left.
You should have an armor dice. Quilted armor gives 1d6 armor dice.
Does it?
And you should have... Yeah.
Am I
Yeah, if you have armor, just because armor does both AC and armor dice. So just because it doesn't do AC doesn't mean it doesn't help you.
So,
You roll your armor dice like at your turn or like as a reaction, and you take that away from the damage.
Okay, so
Like, as in it uses a reaction?
takes.
Yes,
I rolled a
Ah.
4, so that means instead of 12, it takes
it's 8 damage.
8 damage. So it's still hurty.
but
It still
better.
hurts. It's way better.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then that's gonna be it for the creature's turn. So I think that means Patron is next.
Yeah.
All right. Question. So we have our powers and stuff?
You have everything for first level.
Okay,
You
so
can't-
I have...
Yeah, you can't like explain. We can say that for the sake of like story, this is your first combat. It's just sort of like it's just happening. Like you're consciously doing it, but you don't know how.
Okay. In a bit of panic, Elakar is going to reach out and try to help Fabian. And as he just tries to reach out his hand will sort of go spectral-ish in this setting, I guess. And he's going to use a sunbeam attack as a lance of like
Oh.
ghostly fire energy just lances out towards the bug.
Okay. Is this part of invoke elements?
No, I'm just using a basic attack from my theme.
Oh, okay.
And that is going to be... That's a vigor attack, so that's going to be that's a nat 20.
Let's go.
Damn.
Definitely hits.
Nice.
Yeah, and that's a solid hit, too.
So for the 2 used solid hits are extra special conditions on each attack, and it's only like you only get a solid if it's an even number. So it's very common to get solids.
Alright. Is there anything different that happens on a nat 20?
This is a critical effect too.
Yeah, there is a critical. Let me go look at the combat page real quick.
Oh, yeah, on critical hit, grant 2 effort to a creature in sight.
Heck yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Effort is your like consumable like energy. So if you
Alright.
don't do something for a turn, you can build your effort back up.
And for damage, that is going to be... That's going to be... Oh, wow. 15 fire damage.
Let's go.
And...
Damn.
Fabian, since you are in this line of fire, I grant to you 1 recovery.
Ooh.
So is that a...
The condition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Recovery.
So this lance of, like, ghostly energy just jets out of Elkar's hand. And some of that energy just sort of, like, coalesces into you, and you feel a little bit better.
Oh yeah.
Meanwhile, Elkar's eyes just go huge and just like, holy shit.
I thought you said you didn't know magic stuff.
I don't, I think.
This bug creature
That is totally magic.
is definitely hit hard by this. It's got little wings, probably just enough to glide down with some control, but you've completely singed them off. And you're a bug fan. So you could tell that its carapace is slightly warped. One of its legs is kind of crooked. It's not looking good.
I don't think I have anything else to really do, so I'm going to back up just a little bit.
Yeah.
And that'll be the end of my turn.
Hell yeah.
Okay, Bianca, do you want to go first or do you want me to?
You can go first.
Okay, so I will also like extend my hand in Fabian's direction, and you'll watch as my fingertips just pour blood. As a blood, like scale forms in my hands, and I cast Pronounce Judgment on the bug, which gives it vulnerable 2. And then I'll run up and I'll just take a strike at it.
Oh yeah.
With-
Is the judgment on a spell?
Yeah, it's a conjuring. So it's a swift action. And then I rolled D20 to hit. 10 plus hit is strength, right?
It depends on the attack you're doing, but if it's just a strike, then I think it is strength, yeah.
Yeah. Just strike.
You
So
also
that's
had
a
skill
12
too,
hit.
right?
If it's... I think so, if it's something you're proficient in.
I see an action that says D20 plus modifier plus star. Does that star mean?
Yes, that's skill. It should be on your character
no.
sheet. So yeah, so for strike, it's just a damage plus strength.
Okay, so that's a 12 to hit.
12 barely misses.
Damn.
Oh
Okay,
wait,
well, either way,
you gave it invulnerability as a condition, right? Or
no,
vulnerability.
vulnerable.
Okay,
Yeah,
that might.
it's got vulnerable 2.
Okay, then yeah, that doesn't help you with AC right now, but
No. And
Okay.
then that'll be my turn.
okay. Yanko, your turn.
Okay, so for turns, can I use my movement to try to push this creature off of me? Or is this like I have to break at a grapple or something?
Yeah, if you can attack the
gonna-
creature right now,
Oh.
but when you're grappled, you have to use an action to get out of the grapple.
Okay, so then I'll use an action to get out of the grapple. Then
Mhm.
Just so
I'm
you
out
know,
of the-
yeah.
you do have recovery 1, so you can.
Oh, I can't just use that, right?
Yeah, you can spend that. I think
Because I'm trying to
Your
find
turn.
the recovery.
It's
So
not
since you have-
in the. It's not in the thing. So,
I have it
is
under
recovery a spell of yours, patron?
recovery is a
Recovery is an effect.
condition.
Yeah, that's
It's
what I
like
was
a
it's
special
not-
condition under the recovery dice thing. On page 32 of the guide, if you have recovery 1, you can roll 1 of your recovery dice
Oh,
and
awesome.
recover that many hit points.
Okay,
Hmm.
cool.
Oh yeah.
I will do. Well, would that be? Is rolling a recovery? I'm trying to read this real quick.
So it's
Oh,
your,
okay.
your recovery dice on your character sheet.
Yeah, no, I was just curious with this. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like take an action to use recovery, or is it just?
I'm pretty
Like
sure it's
reaction.
as you get the recovery.
Oh, okay.
it's
So,
just an
and then
effective
that
You,
would be my
yeah,
poten-
you can spend it whenever you'd like.
and that's my potency dice, right?
Yes, I don't.
No.
Yeah, it is.
What? I was like, yeah. I was like, this is my potency dice. Yeah, that was right. I was, who said no? That's
Yeah.
that's a 3 for me. So I get 3 HP back.
Yeah. Getting your rolling recovery dice doesn't count as an action, I don't think.
Okay. So so
And
I
then you can
still...
only use one of those per turn.
Okay, let me erase this recovery.
Or can you
It
use
says you can
No.
use it
multiple
anytime. It says
No, it's just the number of dice. The number is just the number of dice. So you can use both now. You can use only one now. It's up to you.
I
It's
used
kind of like
only-
inspiration.
Yeah, I'll use only one now, which is a lot better. And okay, for my action, I'm going to push this creature off of me.
Yeah, so you can either make a strength or an agility, and it's going to be contested against the bug's strength.
And that's with my my skill bonus I meant. So that's a 13, 14, 15, 16 for me.
Well, that's good because you rolled a 3.
Good. I dropped my tablet. There it is. Okay. Now, as my swift action, I will use Knightly Stance. I would assume my weapon's already pulled out. And I use Knightly Stance, which is a swift action, effort costing 1. Well, I have a quick question.
Yes.
Because it says effort costing 1/+1. What would that mean? Like 1+1. 1 plus 1 slash
that?
plus 1. Answer.
The number on the left is
Mhm.
the effort cost of when you use that ability for the first time in combat.
Mm-hmm.
Each time you use it, the next time you use it, it will cost the number on the right, and it will increase as
The
you
effort
use it
track.
more and more.
The effort tracker. Okay.
So, like,
Yeah.
if something says 0/+1, it would cost 0 the first time, but then if you cast it a second time, it would cost 1.
1.
Yes, and I
Yeah.
believe it
Right.
goes to a max of effort 3.
8. Oh,
Yeah,
effort
3.
3. Okay, got it.
I can check,
And
but
then-
it does keep going up.
Okay, yeah. Well, mine's is for, so I enter a Knightly Stance for the rest of the encounter / till I defeated, and I gain 1 armor d6 die that replenishes each round. You count as an obstacle for enemies. So I will stand there and use that as my swift action. And I think that's... Oh, okay, yeah. I'm gonna hold an action, I think, for my free action to, in case this creature comes or attacks anybody or attacks me, to attack it back. And I think that's the end of my turn.
So that only works if you're in the
Mhm.
opening phase because you went.
Oh,
after
right,
the
because it's not the
creature.
opening. Okay, yeah. that
Yeah,
makes sense.
because hold action doesn't do it to next round. It delays it to the closing phase.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, and it also
Oh, like-
delays your entire turn.
Yeah,
That's
what I
just
mean, so,
you.
like,
Yeah.
Yeah, so like if I was going to, let's say I didn't, like, an example would be, it's my turn now. I'm starting my turn. I use hold action and just skip to the next person, do whatever. Okay, yeah.
It's more of like it's more of like if you were Lords, and Lords is like, actually, I really don't want to go before the monster. He could use his free action to simply go at the start of the closing phase.
Oh, okay.
It's like, it's just postponing your attack without any, like, downsides.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That's all I'm gonna do then.
By the way,
Hmm.
as a correction for the effort stuff, so after you use your ability 3 times, the cost does not rise any further.
Oh, I see.
Okay, got it.
So it'll rise 3 times.
Mm-hmm. So if
Well,
it's like
no,
plus
it'll rise
2,
2 times.
yeah, so if it's like plus 2, that'll go from like 1, 3,
5.
5, and then it'll stop there.
Yes.
No, 7. It would rise. the
7,
first
yeah,
one.
because 1 doesn't count unless it's like cost 1 and then okay.
How do we recover effort?
Yeah. Let me read.
By either using the rally basic move to gain 2 effort, or you the basic critical effect, or at least me. I don't know if it's different for other classes.
Also, the
So
failure gives it too.
Oh,
yeah, there's the no hit rule. So at the end of your turn, if you didn't land any attacks with your action, you get 1 effort.
wait.
Oh, I see.
Like,
Oh,
You
does
also
that, would that include pronounced judgment?
didn't it hit? Question mark?
If you didn't
What's it-
land a hit with
pronounced?
any action, you'd get it regardless, son, because you missed.
Okay, because it still.
'Cause you
has
didn't
wonderful
land the
food.
hit.
I
Okay.
didn't attack, so I don't get it. Okay, got it. Because I would have to attack in order to get the no hit rule. Yeah.
No, it says you
Ah.
gain this benefit whether you missed with your action or didn't take any action at all.
Okay, cool.
Okay, but I took an action, so it doesn't matter.
Okay, so then it
Now I have 5.
So-
wouldn't matter what type of action it is.
Oh,
Yeah, as long as you don't deal damage, you get 1
Oh,
effort per
Okay,
turn.
so I
okay, that makes it so
effort
much
back. Okay, cool.
If you don't deal damage, or if it's a spell, if you don't hit with the spell, you don't. You get an extra effort.
Nice.
It's
Dang,
basically making sure no turn feels useless.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
I need
I
like.
mean, I still got vulnerable off, so it doesn't matter.
Also, I realized after Dylan finished his attack, I have a reaction that I should have used because it would have probably made that attack land.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Dang, next
We can
time.
use it next
no
time
worries.
then.
Yes.
It is a single human-sized bug, and there are like 5 of you, and it's looking really rough.
I'm
And
going.
it's
Wait,
weaker now
Pokemon.
too.
is it my turn?
No, Yonka didn't actually roll for her. Oh, no,
Oh.
she did roll for her save. Never mind,
Yeah.
it is your turn.
Yeah, it is Connor.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was 16 or whatever.
So, question about my vanished action. It's a swift action. It has an effort cost of 1/+1. And it would give me the special condition hidden 4. I'm guessing that just means I gain the hidden condition for 4 turns.
Yes.
Okay. And for hidden, it says I gain a +2 bonus to AC, and shift instead of moving normally.
Yes.
What is shifting?
Shift is a special kind of movement given by certain abilities. So if you go to thief talents,
It's like disengaging.
yeah, kinda. If you go to thief talents, you can. Where is it? It's
This
just a
explains
different
on
kind
page
of
24.
It's a different kind of movement.
Okay.
Yeah, if you go to
Yeah.
page 24,
It reads creatures can employ other forms of movement through actions or class features. A shift is cautious movement that ignores engagement and does not provoke attacks of opportunity. Cannot shift over difficult terrain.
and I do
Oh.
believe there are some attacks that give you extra. I need to find it, but I could have swore I remember reading one of the themes that gave you extra damage if you shifted while attacking.
Okay. Okay. All right. So I will use my action to use my sudden sweep basic attack. And so then that's going to be a d20 plus agility plus 2
Mhm.
is going to be 14.
Let's go. You hit. And that's a solid attack too,
Slay.
Ooh.
because you're an
Okay.
even number.
Oh, so true. Okay. All right, so that deals weapon plus agility damage, and then the solid makes it knock prone.
Oh yeah, but you might murder it.
I might murder, which we would love that.
Would.
That's 6 damage.
Why'd you say would?
What's vulnerable?
That's so scary.
How would
I
you
don't
like?
remember what vulnerable does.
I think it doubles it.
So that's 12 damage.
Let me check. It definitely
Nice.
does more damage. I want to know how much though for future.
Vulnerable.
You
it
add-
does duration extra damage.
Oh, so it's vulnerable too, so it does 2 damage, 2 extra damage.
Nice. Is that every round it does 2 extra damage, or
It'll go
Well, no,
down
next
the
round
next
it would
round.
do 1.
Oh,
Nice.
Because it's
Would it go
both
down by one?
duration.
Good thing to have on a target.
Mm-hmm.
But that
Is
does kill it. So, how would you like to do this?
Kale will smack it a lot of times with their crude weapon, all screaming the entire time.
Love that. It's like you've broken the carapace. It's like getting goop, icky everywhere. It smells really
There's
bad.
definitely bug goop all over Kale's face.
I think
Mhm.
it gets to the point where I just pull Kale off. Like,
okay.
I will
He's dead.
say
calm down. Yep.
the
I
goop
think it's
that
dead.
does come out is this sort of like silvery, like viscous, like sludge, and it glows faintly.
That's pleasant.
Would it have looked like the heart that we pulled?
Ooh.
This- It's
No, it looks closest to the hydrangeas.
Okay.
Hydrangeas.
As this thing dies, Alucard will just look at his hands, which are probably like a little bit more spectral than usual, and they'll might be slowly like going back to normal as he just like wide eyes looks at his hands. I did magic.
You did magic.
You did too.
Yeah, but I've kind of known about that.
Oh.
One of the few things I do know. But your magic's different.
Yeah,
Wild.
that was weird.
It was sick.
I shot fire out of my hands.
You burned that thing.
Yeah. I really hit that thing. Did I hit you, Fabian?
No, I'm just slightly singed though, but thank you for that. I guess it was kind of foolish of me to run off to help someone that we don't know in a place that we also don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I guess we can defend ourselves pretty well though.
Yeah.
Seems like we're well-rounded.
I look up. Is there like anyone in the tree?
No.
Okay,
So-
so it was the. Then where was the scream coming from?
The bug.
Was the bug making the scream? I mean, bugs can scream, but not like a person.
Yeah, I assumed that it probably was trying to lure whatever stupid person would fall for it.
So now what?
Now, that's a good question since I guess we found where the source of the screaming was coming from.
I personally would really like to find my family.
I want to know where we are. And it
Are your
seems like
family dead?
I hope not. Trying not to think about it.
I mean, hey, if we're dead, then I mean, you died.
Mm.
There's a good chance they did, and you might see them.
But
You
there's
know.
also a good chance that they
Well-
were just those mindless ghosts.
I'd assume that we aren't dead because damn did that thing hurt us El, he like rubs his shoulder where like I assume like a little bit of blood is like coming from, but I would assume that if you're dead, you wouldn't be feeling pain anymore. So that's a good sign that we might not be.
Oh, so I was right all along when I said we weren't dead. Interesting. I say that as I just literally throw the little demon ball back into hell, like spike it down and disappears.
Oh my god.
Like a basketball you hit really
So, I
hard,
was
like a
right.
toddler hitting a basketball.
Just waves down. Until next time, Butler.
So,
It's fun.
Would not assume that the princess knows the dark arts.
the
That's
what?
not the dark arts. That's my butler. Butler.
Well,
Your
I,
butler's name is
Named your
Butler?
Butler?
I
don't even know
assume
what that
that's what
is.
his name is. It's what he does.
oh.
What?
He buttles? What's buttling?
Yes.
I don't know.
Perception from everyone.
What is it that you do?
Perception? Okay.
Sorry, you cut out what?
Perception.
Perception checks, please.
Prescription.
Prescription checks, guys.
Prescription checks,
Are we all doing
guys.
prescription
Gotta get my sun belt refilled.
yeah.
I got a 17.
There's
got
no
a
such thing as passive here. 15.
Ooh, I get that for you.
Well,
Dang.
16.
Oh, yeah. Okay, one moment.
Hell yeah,
Okay, how do
brother.
I add new music?
Here, I'll do it. Or, well, if you want me to do it, it's fine.
Yeah, never mind. Throw it in
Okay. The lobotomy. Okay.
Oh, what you got me?
Play the
right.
lobotomy. Give me a second.
You forgot to tell it to play. You just pasted it in.
I know, because
Fixing it.
Yanka's doing it for me.
And now I think if we do skip, it should just loop that one song. There we go.
Okay, everybody. Might have to fix your.
Oh,
Gary.
oh, it's horrifying. I don't like it in a good way.
Got your fight or flight going.
Yeah.
Okay, so Patron and Dylan are the only people that got 16 or above, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a
Yeah.
17.
I got
Okay.
a 16.
Oh yeah, no, that works. As the party is talking, we'll say that your guys' eyes sort of drift back to the tree line where everything was going on, since you're talking about going back. And not there before you notice another figure. Except this one isn't translucent. They don't shine with a silver glow. They look particularly solid. They stand just shy of 6 feet tall, though it is hard to get a read on their frame or build with the way the robes they wore obscured most detail. Their hair was black as the shadows surrounding them, and slicked with a wetness that made it shine like a raven's wing. It falls in a wave curling around their mask and brushing their shoulders, lightly blowing in an all but unfelt breeze. No sound echoed with the steps they took, even as their gait was sure and confident. It only took a few until they were at a tree on the edge. One shoulder leaned up against it as they watched the party. Dylan, what roll did you get?
17.
Okay.
Hey guys. I'm seeing a
see
weird
that?
thing.
Oh,
yeah,
oh.
there's a guy.
Is there no end to new weird things?
And I'll like point.
Oh,
I'm gonna
God.
start making my way over like slowly, and I'm like, I think we should check it out.
Oh.
I don't want to, but I
I-
think it's our best option.
Well, you go first then.
Alright, fair enough. And I start going.
Elkar's gonna yell out, "Are you another bug?"
I'll stop and wait for an answer.
You guys are like... actually, you probably would only be like 30, 40 feet away.
He's really close. Damn, that's
I
scary.
was about to say, I imagined him being farther in my mind, but it wouldn't make sense.
Does he say anything about being a bug? Did he answer at all?
He's leaned against a tree, and he'll just sort of give a shrug.
I'll just
Yeah, well, you gotta tell us,
No,
man.
but-
That's the law.
lower.
Can we roll bug
mean-
check right now?
Yeah. Can I,
I
roll a
mean,
bug
bugs
check?
don't usually
Oh,
shrug.
what the heck?
Bugs also don't scream like people, but here we are.
That is true.
I guess eventually I make my way over to him.
How
It's
close
up
are you
to these
getting?
guys further. 10 feet? Just far enough away to be not too close. Like not across the room, but like good distance. Safe.
I guess.
Cautiously approaching.
Okay.
I just
Elakar will like
Hello?
scurry behind him and like peek out from behind him.
Hello? Can I help you? Can you help me?
Probably not.
That's
Who,
very helpful.
who are you?
Was that blood magic you used earlier?
Yeah. What do you know about it?
Just interesting.
Okay.
Do you know where we are?
Do you
We don't know where we
you
are. No,
Oh, well, that
not
answers
No.
most of
that.
the most of the time. I don't.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
Can you tell us?
Do you have something to offer me in return?
No. I don't have much.
Didn't think so.
I have a fancy feather pen thing. I also have a pointy hat from a witch, but
I have a magic scroll. If that piques your interest.
I can smell the magic on you. It's not very interesting.
Oh.
I'll look at the feather, though. If you want to share.
yeah. And I will produce the feathered pen.
Are you walking
Apparently it's
closer to him?
magic. You know what? Sure. Alucard's just gonna naively walk right up to him, like, "Oh, here."
Oh, yeah.
I'm putting an arm out and stopping him if he tries to get closer.
Yeah. Like.
I don't like this guy.
I'm gonna have Fabian kind of
Oh god, just hold on.
What? He
I
doesn't
don't-
look like a bug.
Don't go up to people we don't know,
Do I look
especially
like
in
a
a place
bug?
that we don't know.
I mean, I don't think he looks like a bug.
No, but
There are other dangerous things than bugs.
I have my worries.
Hmm.
Random peasant person? Let me say, I am Princess Alexandra II. That's
Of
enough
what?
bargaining. Of what? How? There?
Oh.
You?
Tell you one thing.
I'm just asking the lady what she is a princess of. I think you
As
have
a
some
surprise.
pride in that.
Country, you.
What country?
Give me a second, I need to remember. Yeah.
Cordova.
That's in character.
So,
Cordova.
I
She's a
am
little
Princess of Cordova, and I demand respect.
Mm-hmm.
Where? Okay, you won't tell us where we are. You won't help us, or are you just gonna stare at us?
I don't know. You're not as interesting to watch as I thought.
Okay, then go off.
Go
would make it
off,
interesting?
King.
Go.
what would
off.
make it interesting?
Mm. When did you guys arrive here?
About an
A few
hour
moments
ago,
ago. An hour? Has it really been an hour?
give or take.
A few moments ago.
Well, it had to be recent, considering you're still, well, you.
What's that mean?
You're not blind. You've seen the other shades around here,
We're solid.
Shades.
among other things.
So, would Fabian know what a
Baylor.
shade is?
No. It's a shadow cast.
Oh, shades. I thought you meant like the shades, like from Hades.
I've never played that game.
There's these blue
You need to-
incorporeal
yeah.
people, like ghostly
Basically,
people.
what
They're
you
called
described
shades.
earlier.
Yeah.
Well,
I love the term shades for
Yeah.
for ghosts. It's so good.
Yeah.
That's why I thought you were talking about shades. Okay.
Shades?
Just
What are shades?
could you at least tell us where we are so then we can find our way out of here?
I'll make you a deal. If you're interested.
Mhm.
Well, I
Go on.
don't accept deals unless I know the conditions, so go on.
Very fair. I will point you in the right direction in exchange for some of your blood.
That's it?
Why do you need our blood? I'd like to know where it's going.
Someplace
How
secure,
much blood?
where it deserves to go.
I'll point at Dylan's
Not
character.
enough to
Like,
kill you.
You have it. You have
No,
stuff
no.
in your hand.
I have the blood to spare. How much?
No, what if? How do
Oh,
we
I'll
know
take
you're
it.
not
Don't
gonna
worry about that.
How much? What do you mean? No, because what if you take all of our blood and then we're just dead and we just can't go anywhere?
Why would I do that? If I wanted
don't
to kill you, I
know.
would have done it already.
There's gotta be a loop to there. You can't just do it for our blood. There's something else you're not telling us.
How much blood? I missed it.
About half will do.
Oh goodness, that's too much blood.
You don't need it all.
Yes, you do.
I
You
draw the
actually-
blood from my hand
Oh goodness.
and I put it in
No,
a
no, no,
ball
no, no.
in my hand.
You misunderstand. I have to take the blood. I'm just asking permission to be polite.
I just put it back. I don't know.
My bad. My bad.
I'll let him take it, but can I prep an action if he draws like 3/4 of my blood on accident?
Asterion type B. I said stop. I said stop.
Stop.
He'll just. You're not in combat right now, but like. I don't know. It's. You can't really draw an action to attack when you want, because then you would just attack. You know what I mean?
guess. Yeah. Fair
But
enough.
yeah, he'll
I'll let
move
him
he'll move his cloak aside because you're still 10 feet away from him. He'll
Yeah,
move his cloak aside enough to remove like a crimson like pommel resting on his hip.
You're
And
gonna-
then with his other hand, he'll just like quirk a finger.
I'll come closer then. And I'll let him take my blood.
I just looked up and go, peasants don't need all that blood anyway, so they should be fine.
Peasant? I'm no
As you
peasant.
as you get closer, he'll like wave his finger. Turn around.
Mhm. I turn around.
You gotta turn your back on somebody. We do.
I want you to make a constitution check.
Yeah.
I guess it would be vigor for this.
Bigger? Okay.
Okay.
Ooh. I am okay with that. That's gonna be a 19.
19. Hell yeah.
19.
What's half your HP?
10.
Okay.
And you got 20 HP. Okay.
Mhm.
You'll take about 8 damage. And you can, like, kind of look down and see as it happens. The rest of the party will have a better look view. But the stranger draws what's like a slightly curved blade. The handle and the blade itself are spiked with thorns. And in one fell movement, he stabs you onto it until the other point, like, fully goes through your chest. So it is surprisingly not very painful at all. Like, there's a burn, there's a sting for sure.
I like flick the tip that's like right at my heart. Just flick the tip of the sword. Didn't hurt as much as I thought.
It's not
Does it
meant
have?
to. And then he'll draw it out, and kind of
I'll
like
turn to face him.
like a saw, as because you hadn't bled too much, but like a saw, as it draws out and it sort of like cuts your skin, blood starts running down the length of the blade and pooling in what looks like the pommel's almost absorbing it, like the guard. And your blood has kind of a shiny tinge to it, like a silvery tinge.
I'm gonna turn to him and say, half? You need to take a little more.
Oh no, I took half.
Well, fair enough then. So where are we? Where do we need to go?
You're in Limbo. And where you want to go, well, depends on that.
Where, sorry?
Limbo.
Limbo.
Limbo?
That's where you are. The great between.
Between what?
We?
Being alive and being not alive.
So, how? What?
How do we be not dead? How do we stay alive?
Well, as the name suggests, you are not dead, but you are also not alive. You are a shade, at least for now.
Well, I don't intend to stay a shade.
No one does.
How do I become human again, I suppose?
That is the golden question. And not one I really care to answer, so. Next.
Who are you?
I'm Cassian. Unless you wanted a surname.
Hi, Cassian. I'm Elakar.
It's nice to meet you, Elakar.
What do you intend to do with my blood?
You don't need to know that yet.
Well, it is my blood. I'd like to.
Oh, it's not your blood anymore.
Well, true. But if you'll indulge me.
I won't.
Fair enough.
I have a question. If I'm looking for people, where can I find them?
Specific people, or
Specific people.
are they dead?
Am I dead?
Ugh.
We just went through this.
You guys ask the most boring and monotonous questions.
Alright,
Oh.
but they were in the same building as me. Does that mean they're also a shade?
Did you see them around here?
No.
Well, they either moved on or sunk deeper. Those are the only two options. Unless they're roaming.
Oh, I have a question. What was
Sure.
that, parade of ghosts over in that way? And I'll, like, point to back for where you came.
Consider it a distraction.
Oh, yeah, it was kind of distracting. Kind of boring, though.
That I was.
That's its purpose.
A
The uncommitted
distraction
are-
for whom?
The uncommitted. your kind are not often the smartest.
Are there more like us around?
Everyone around here is uncommitted. That's why you're still here.
Mm. Are you also a shade?
Nope. Do I look like a shade?
I don't really know. The only shade I know is myself in that procession.
Well, your entire party is shades. But no, I'm not a shade.
Then what are you?
Now you're getting into the better questions. But alas, I still won't answer that.
What would it take?
Nothing you could give me now. But I will tell you I am more or less alive than you. In the way that matters, at least.
Then how do we be like you then? Can we be like you? I don't want to be a shade.
I don't know if you want to be like me. But you do have a couple options. You could continue to hang around here, or you can look for the ward stone.
Down.
What's
Okay.
the word stone?
That one. What do we do with that one?
The ward stone?
Yes.
Yeah, with that.
I don't like all this initiation bullcrap. I mean, it's not incredibly hard to find. I mean, you still have the resolve to linger after all. Just look around, I'll show you where to find it. It's large, a stone. It's probably glowing.
Oh. Neat, poor guy. Do you want to climb a tree again? Maybe you can find it that way.
I don't think I want to do anything right now.
You want to do it anyway?
They're just gonna, like, crumple into a ball.
make-
Fine.
If,
Oh,
If you-
no, he has depression. Great.
if you want to make one more deal, I can point you in the right direction, like I said before.
That was what
We
our
already
deal was
gave you
for.
all the blood. What else do you
The
want?
blood was for the right direction.
Yes. Consider the sealing the deal.
Oh, what about my pen?
I don't want your pen.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, well,
okay.
more pen for me then.
How much more blood this time?
I don't need more blood. But
What
I do
then?
want the word of your party.
What word?
On.
If you keep our meeting here to yourself, then perhaps we can continue to have an accord. I doubt you guys are going to fade away, so you'll probably become a problem for me later down the line regardless. But I will point you in the right direction now.
I mean, I don't see a reason to tell anyone. Not that we know anyone.
Good man. Just keep it to yourself.
Any objections?
I don't care. Sure.
Oh, goodness. Okay.
One last thing.
Mhm.
What do you know about blood magic?
Quite a lot of blood magic. Is it something you're interested in?
Yes.
What was your name again?
Something I've been asking myself for a while.
Right.
Yeah, he's been
Not the slightest
weird
clue.
about his name.
I just don't know it. Woke up one day, could do blood magic and knew nothing. And here I am now.
Interesting. Well,
So,
you might want to figure that out before you continue on too far. But I will keep your interest in mind. Did anyone else have any paltry questions to ask?
Why can I do magic here? I couldn't before I apparently died. But now I shot like a laser of fire out of my hand.
Well, The limbo is closer to the well, yada yada yada. Uncommitted, untethered soul. I'm sure there's something there about dying.
I interested
Congrats.
half of that.
It's not unheard of.
I'll take your word for it.
Well,
You don't have to. If you find the ward stone, you'll find people way more interested in helping you.
which way is that? You
He'll
Bob,
pause.
we just need the direction.
Mhm. He'll pause and then he'll point in a direction not opposite of the group, but kind of like a 2 o'clock, back towards the like trees. Like you will have to go across it again. That way.
Well, shall we go then?
I see why not. I'd rather have somebody to help us, actually. I mean, not that this isn't helpful, but I feel like I'm left more with questions than I was starting with.
Well, Castian, pray we meet again.
My prayers have meaning, so I'll leave you to it. And then he will begin to walk in a different direction from where you guys were pointed to go.
Want to find that
Just will
stone?
Watch him go.
He sachets.
Oh, the swing of the hips. Okay.
I look
Wakati.
visibly weaker.
He
You
just
do what,
starts
Dylan?
duck walking to the distance.
Walk
I
that
look
fucking
visibly
down.
weaker.
Okay, walk that fucking back.
Walk that fucking duck.
You feel a bit colder,
Drained.
but you've lost some of that like heavy feeling. You don't feel as anchored to the ground as before.
Oh.
Are you feeling okay, by the way? He did stab you.
It's not the stab that hurts. I feel better almost, but drained.
I don't think you should feel better after being stabbed.
Yeah, it was a lot of blood.
Lighter.
I assumed that was lost.
No, you didn't take nearly as much as I thought.
Maybe I can do something with my magic and fix you.
I'll be fine for now.
But to say, be
Oh.
careful because you just started learning this magic. Don't want to have to end up
Yeah.
putting a hole in his chest.
Wait,
Don't need
how would
another one.
using recovery dice out of combat work?
I think it's anytime it does.
It's whenever you want, yeah.
Could I cast restoration on myself instead of recovery dice? Or
Do you
that-
have a restoration spell?
Yeah, it's my like talent, like cleric wise.
Okay. Yeah, let me go look. I think you should be able to. You should be able to do everything out of combat too.
So then
Okay.
it looks like pretty much the only resources we need to worry about are just like encounter to encounter, because we could just recover any of the resources that we're missing, right?
Yeah. It doesn't include like food, water, stuff like that.
Hmm.
Would my effort have still been 5 from the last encounter, or would it be have set to 4 and casting it would bring me to 3? Like, would my effort change from when we were fighting the bug till now, basically?
If you're gonna use restoration, yes.
Well,
it'll
we
go
could
down
also,
some.
to recover effort, we could just rally over and over again, right?
Yeah.
True.
Hey,
I can I'll talk to the creator of the TTRPG and ask them if they intended for talents to be used outside of combat, or how effort production works outside of combat. But for now, yeah, you can say it doesn't take any cost to restore.
Okay, cool.
So our
Cool.
effort is
I don't even need to roll all 3. Holy.
We were talking about effort, right? My brain just completely reset. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
So
So
it's
felt
a
bad.
yeah. So it's a what is it? Base the base is like 4 plus half the level or something like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
ours would just
It's
be
what
5.
you have. It's what you have to the start of each encounter.
Okay, so 5 because it was okay. I was okay. Yeah, for me. It's
Oh
still
wait,
5.
is it
So, yeah,
rounding
we'll
down or
keep
rounding
it-
up the half level?
I rounded
I have
down.
4
I
effort
kept it at 4.
Half the level. Well,
Because technically half would be 0.5. And so I just said it was still 4. I rounded down.
do we round down? Okay, I'll say 4 then. I have a little sticky on my screen that's showing. I'll take a picture of it, but it's keeping track of my effort.
Yeah,
Nice.
usually I'd say round down.
Okay, run down.
I think Yonka and I had 5 because we missed attacks last.
Yeah, we did
5.
have 5. That's why. That's why we had 5. Yeah, let me put it back up to
Yeah.
5 then.
And at your next encounter, it'll reset back to 4.
Okay, so I'll
I'm
just put it
just
down to
leaving
4.
it at 4.
So I'll just leave it at 4.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, shall we head off in the next direction then?
Yeah, I guess we have nothing
Yes.
better to do.
Maybe there'll be something for us over there. So I assume.
I hope so.
As he said, there would be people that would help us over here.
Mm.
Oh no! Sorry, my Discord just
fine.
no. My Discord updated to the ugly Discord that sucks.
I really do hate it. It's so
It
round.
just
Fine.
It just no. It's not the one that you sent. It's like they like changed everything. So like the server, you have to click on the bottom to get to the servers.
I hate
And,
to
like,
do this, but I
wire.
will have to cut you off because we're running out of time.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'll just send it in
Good.
chat.
So you guys head to the Wardstone?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. Now that he's pointed it out and you're kind of familiar with the idea of the trees thinning out past the border, it's not super hard to spot. It's kind of as far out as that bug was. Like, it's definitely out of the way and not super easy to find. If you didn't have the motivation to go looking for it, you probably wouldn't have found it. But, yeah, it looks like a tall, probably 10 foot tall by 4 foot, like, wide rectangle of a stone tablet standing up. And it's on a little stone platform with steps. And in the middle, there is what looks to be, like an unlit metal lamp.
Does it have any writing on it?
No. Are you walking up the steps?
No.
No,
Not
you
yet.
can't see any writing. It looks fairly innocuous.
You guys want to go up the steps?
I mean, I guess this is the place he told us about.
It's larger than I imagined. I'll head up the steps, I guess.
I will follow behind.
Me too.
Oh yeah. Okay. Nothing really happens as you climb the steps. Yonka might know what I'm talking about. If you've ever been to a Catholic church and the way they move around incense with the burners that they can swing.
Oh, sensors.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the lid of them are held on by chains. This one is like hung up so that the lid is off, and it's just so that the lid is on. And it's just kind of hanging there in the middle.
Is it burning?
No. I mean, you
Is there
can't.
writing
There's no.
inside?
There's no smoke or incense or anything smoldering coming out of it, but you can't tell if anything's in it because it's closed.
Now, is there any writing around?
No.
You just made it sound like there would have been. You're like, oh wait, are you upstairs?
Well,
have
no,
anything?
because writing would imply you were like all up in there.
Maybe we can light this. I mean, it looks like you can burn it.
Can I jump up and try to grab the little like thing? What was it called? It was a sensor.
It's not super tall. You could probably reach it without jumping. Because you're like 5 foot something. It's probably
I am-
4 feet off the ground.
I am about the height of like a 4 foot tall like my arm length would be about the height of a 4-foot tall human.
Oh, okay.
But also I'm like trying to pull it down with my like not super heavy body weight in case it's like a switch or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's not too hard to grab. You can jump up and reach it for sure. As you pull it, the lid kind of stays behind on the chain, and it kind of clinks as you pull it down a foot or two. And where there was nothing burning before, the ash starts to glow and sort of smolder in like this little warm orange. Until the smoke coming out of it isn't just like the wispy incense smoke. It becomes this like whole billowing, obscuring smoke. Is everyone pretty much on the platform?
Mm-hmm. I would assume.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. Okay. Then it swirls around the platform, because there's a stone tablet and then there's like a stone platform in front of it, until you are pretty much obscured from the forest. Yeah. And then right next to where the incense burns, a figure slowly forms. They look shorter, probably like 5'4", 5'3". And as they materialize, they look like a mostly gender-neutral person. Let me get the picture I have.
Hello.
Yeah, representation.
They look very like they have a babyish face.
Whoa,
Gender neutral. They're wearing like shorts and like a billowy like tabard robe. And on their back they have like a large bundle of some kind of dried like sticks. And so once they materialize fully, they reach out and just gently close the incense.
Hello.
Let me get the new music going.
Not scary lobotomy music, got it. Yes! No more lobotomy!
I love lobotomy music.
Isn't that so fun?
I love it.
It's okay. Whenever that bitch Cassian shows up, whenever this starts playing, you know.
Ah, the
That's so
lobotomy.
true.
This is his theme music.
Cassian's
because
theme.
he has
Yeah.
lobotomy.
He has that air about him. Like
That he's lobotomized?
That he's gonna lobotomize you.
the creepy.
That he's
Well, also
that
true.
he's
I mean, he ran me through.
lobotomized. He did.
Oh
This
my
is
god,
so,
wait,
like,
this is
different
from
compared to-
Omori.
Mori, yeah.
I love the like just instant mood change.
He's by your side.
Hello.
Hi, boy. I mean, they.
His pronouns are they, them.
We don't know his pronouns. We just met
Hi,
him.
what's your pronouns?
My
Thanks
name
for
is
asking.
Alucard. Nice to
Pronoun.
meet you.
I go by he, him.
Fabian, what's a pronoun?
Ah, well. Nonsensical issue. Not that important.
Damn woke.
Those woke, poor brokies and their liberal ideologies is not important.
My pronouns are they, them.
Oh my god, he actually answered that? I mean, they?
Immediate
so good at
failure.
this.
Immediate failure.
I have little preference. Don't worry.
Who are you?
Look at that. They have to accommodate you and your horrible personness.
Sorry. I'm not used to this liberal ideology.
Limbo has
Poor
gone
little-
woke, and I hate it. Who is it trying to appeal to?
Day.
Here in Limbo, you
Hey,
have
little
the
liberal day.
she
Have you heard of NFTs?
shades. You got the he, him shades. That is what the she aids. We got the. I'm trying to
My
think of.
pronouns are Limbo.
Okay, sorry, my mom was talking
My
about.
pronouns are what's a pronoun?
My pronouns is USA.
You all are using pronouns incorrectly.
Oh.
Little
Well,
them, what's a pronoun?
it's not important. It's fine. I don't go
It's
by
fine.
any pronouns. I think it's
Who
quite
are
a
you?
silly ideology.
Do not perceive me.
Okay.
I'm a shade, but you can call me whatever you would like.
Hi,
Oh,
whatever
I think
you
that's
would
what
like.
we are too.
Unfortunately, it's
Supposedly.
what we've been told.
Yeah, some dude stabbed me and said, "You're a shade."
Interesting.
Is
I let
this
him stab
the-
me.
Is this the ward stone?
Yes.
Ah, we did go in the right direction. He didn't lie. Is there a way here to perhaps return to the land of the living?
Nothing that you can choose overtly, at least.
What
So
does
there
that
is
mean?
a way?
That's a big one.
You can't simply choose to go back to living.
So then what do we do?
Are you asking me your options?
I think that's what we're doing, yeah.
Suppose so.
Yes.
And these options involve not descending the well, correct?
Just sending the well?
What's the well?
We're new here.
I assume that means dying.
Yeah, can you just explain to us as if we don't know anything, because we don't know anything. So
And I know
Well-
less than them.
You are currently in Limbo, which is the shallowest layer of the well.
Mhm.
If you're here, you've already died, so there's no need to worry about that.
excuse my language.
That's
pardon
quite
my
more recent, I'd say.
language.
Well, you have already died, so it's up to you whether you
fair
worry
enough.
about it or not.
Okay, so I guess we are dead.
Yes.
That's unfortunate.
If you visited the Wardstone, then that means I'm here to guide you for whatever choice you choose.
Which are, again,
Which are?
You have a couple options. I'll explain. Right now, you are what's called uncommitted. Is a kind of soul that isn't going anywhere at the moment. How to explain? Life and death isn't a scale. You're not either or. And when you do die, you're part of a cycle of undeath or life. If you're stuck in limbo, that means you have subverted this cycle in some way, i.e., you did not die your desired death.
well, I'm sure I could say for everybody that we just did not want to die.
It doesn't really matter if you wanted to die or not.
It's not our desired death, so that's why we're stuck here.
It's not desired death because it's what you desire.
Then who desires it?
You have a couple options. You can attempt to remain in limbo. If you stay here for too long, you could potentially get stuck here. Or you will be more evenly weighed on the scales as to where you belong in the well. Whether that means going right back into the cycle of life and death, or sinking into the lower depths of the well.
It's lower.
The lower layers.
Yeah, but what's in the lower layers?
Each layer depends on a multitude of factors. Whether you intended to go there, sins of your life. It's quite complicated.
So
Would you like me to give you an itemized list?
Yes, please.
Alright. If you decide to remain in limbo, which you are tethered by. Well, you're here now, which means you're tethered by the weight of some present but not completely overwhelming sin. Currently, it is your deficient existence until that weight is lessened by the purity of time, at which point you may re-enter the cycle of rebirth without ever truly living in undeath. If you stay here, that is if you do go through the purity of time. If for whatever reason your sin is overwhelming, you may be immediately dragged down into your descent of the well. Depending on the severity of your sin, you may pass farther than what is reclaimable, or you might fall to a shallower depth and you can revisit the cycle of life. Your third option is to circumvent this cycle entirely, and I don't recommend it.
And
You wish to know?
I'd like to know what's
Sure.
on the table.
Well, there is the opportunity to untether yourself from the mortal punishment of sin and instead live on in undeath, purposefully. Once you do this, you're free to descend and ascend the well at will, but you won't be able to return to the cycle of rebirth as you are.
So, is that what happened to you?
No.
Then where are you in this?
I'm a creation of the well to guide you on your choice, or lack of choice. This is your choice.
What if I found not a shade in Limbo?
And they are probably untethered. It would allow them to travel the will at their will.
And if you were untethered, could you potentially return to the land of the living?
Not as you are. It would have been exceedingly rare, but it has happened. Would you like to know what I can offer you? I am your guide.
Yes, and I would also like that itemized list. I'd like to see our options. Or lack
Also-
thereof options.
I'll also take the itemized list, I think. Anyone else?
He'll conjure like some magic, like a floating list in front of him.
Oh, do you need a pen? I have a pen.
No, thank you.
I don't think anyone's gonna want that pen. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I'll take
I
it
want
if
that.
you don't want it.
Here's what I can do for you.
We can
I
look at
can-
it later.
We can share it.
I can deliver you straight to any part of the well you have visited prior. It seems here there are 2 places. Other than that, I can give you general knowledge about your situation and the general state of the well, but not really at liberty to give you much more than that.
Wait, 2 places?
2 places.
Yes, I could see it on your souls.
Well,
We-
what's the other place?
We've only
Uh,
been to Limbo. We've just died.
You might not have, but that doesn't mean your souls haven't been anywhere else. It seems like
Oh, because... Okay, so our previous soul owners have returned to the cycle and is now us.
no.
What? Oh. He kind of like just like walks a little bit off and then comes back, just kind of a little frustrated at what's happening and his lack of understanding on it. That's making him a little bit more frustrated.
Does this have to do with the cycle of rebirth you mentioned? I got a little confused on that bit.
Yes, are you aware of the water cycle?
A little bit.
No.
When water evaporates, it does not become anything new. It's still itself. It just takes a different form, coalesces into another form, and continues the cycle and over again. Think of the well like a water table. You've permeated different parts of it, particles of your soul have, but that doesn't mean you as a concept has been there.
So there's me, but again? Somewhere?
We're part of me? We're part of the
I'm-
soul.
He'll wave a hand at you guys, and then what was slightly translucent before will become very translucent. As like the edges of all your clothing becomes like this like glassiness. And
shit.
from each of your chests, you'll see what's like probably a cantaloupe sized like rolling like mass.
Does mine have a hole in it?
Yours is half the size it should be.
Huh.
I don't know where your soul ended up, but these
Wait.
are your souls.
Oh. No, he took some man who stabbed me and he took my blood, not my soul.
Did he wear a mask?
Yeah.
Then he took your soul.
Knew it.
Lying bitch.
I knew you shouldn't have trusted him, and you did it anyways.
Well, we got here anyways. So
I'm sure.
Do I need my soul?
Right now you are
Luxury.
not fully in undeath or living. Your soul is uncommitted. You're in the in-between. If, for whatever reason, you lose all fragments of your soul, there won't be anything left to enter the cycle of rebirth. Not only will you die, but your soul will never exist again.
So the only option for me is to be untethered?
You could still attempt to go through the cycle of rebirth. It will probably just be deficient. You
Oh.
may be born with some ailment or some inability.
I think
Or you might not be
untethering would
born
be
at all.
fun.
So,
Take my
if we-
chances as I am.
if we re-enter the cycle of rebirth, will we kind of stop being us?
The concept of you will still exist, but it's rebirth. You won't have any memories.
Oh,
You'll be
Okay.
born again.
I kind of want my memories still.
I have things I haven't finished.
I don't recommend becoming untethered. You risk not entering the cycle at all again. But
Well.
it would keep your soul as it is.
I, for one, am untethering. I've got half a soul. I don't feel like not being me. Or worse, less me.
So, our options is be untethered, be a new version of us that we won't recall anything from our previous life, and was it?
Would you like me to make an itemized list?
Yes, please. I've asked like three.
He'll make
The
another
is
list.
floating in front of you.
He'll make a second one.
Can I
And
have
it's,
this?
it's got like a
physically?
drop down. It's got like a drop down. You're here. It's like a web. It's like a choose your own adventure. You can become
Is there-
untethered and keep your soul as it is. Or you can stay here in limbo. There are 3 options for limbo. A, you immediately re-enter the cycle of rebirth. For whatever reason, your soul does not have any sin. But if that were to happen, you probably wouldn't be here now. B, you remain in limbo, and your soul becomes stagnant, like the rest of the uncommitted here. They may return, but it will probably take a long, long eternity. 3, your soul is steeped in sin, and you will descend the well, whatever is equal to whatever crime you have committed in life.
Well, is there a way we can check our sin?
No.
Then we just are fucked.
Other
If we
ways
go to our sin.
Choose
Get memories.
choice or no choice.
Are there ways to get memories of past lives?
Yes. There are people
And
deeper in the well able to do that.
and what of the current?
What if you need memories of your current life, ones you don't have?
Well, you're missing fragments of your soul. You all are, just not as much as you are. If you
I was
were
missing
to...
before I lost my soul.
Yes,
was
but
not.
you weren't brought here to Limbo completely whole, otherwise you would have moved on.
Mm.
What I'm saying is, if you do become untethered, you can imbibe your soul with the souls of others. You could get memories back, you could return to the cycle, or you could lose your soul and leave the cycle forever.
Is there a bottom of this well?
Yes,
What happens there?
that would be the 9th circle. I'm not at liberty to tell you anything past the 5th circle.
What's at the 5th circle?
Like Dante's Inferno.
The city of Dis.
Dis
nuts?
nuts?
No.
God damn it.
I don't understand why you
No
souls keep
way.
saying that.
You know, it's just a little noble joke that passed along the houses.
We're in the first circle or just above it?
The first is Limbo. And the second,
And,
3rd, 4th, 5th,
and
6th,
our souls have been to
Seven.
the second?
8th.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay, I think we get it. Till 9, yes, of course.
Your
So-
souls, let me check. It looks like your souls have been to the wardstones of the parish of the Recollected Saints and outside the Golden Field.
Yes, of
What are
course.
those?
They're wardstones. It means that should you wish, and your souls have been there before, I can take you there.
All of our souls have been in the same place. Like all of our souls collectively, but like all, what is
Yes.
it?
All
5 of us.
Yes.
That's
Okay,
really
so
convenient.
we can return back to Limbo, but you could just take us to this one ward stone and then go back to Limbo if we wanted to.
Yes.
Okay, I say he kind of turns away, turns his back towards Mr. They them. To the the person.
He's very ambiguous.
Ambiguous person. You know what?
He's very ambiguous.
Fabian is a Republican now.
Oh my God.
Wasn't he created?
She's definitely a Blue Lives Matter
Same.
gal.
Yeah, he definitely has like the Blue
I mean,
Lives
he-
Matter thing on his front.
Wasn't he
Manner.
specifically created for gay roleplay?
Yeah, that's fun because now I get to make him have like a gay panic.
Yeah,
He's
hell yeah,
canonically a
brother.
royalist.
Yeah.
So being a
right.
Republican is only so far along.
No, he's like the
Alright.
picture I sent with the gay the gay Republicans. I'll find it later. But so it's the So I say that we just go to the first whatever wardstone we've gone through once and just see what it is. Go through all the wardstones and then just return back here to see what I don't know.
Yeah,
I-
it'd be good to
It's
learn
all-
what's around
Yes.
us.
Better than staying here because there's nothing to do here. And I would just like to have a change of scenery. I'm sick and tired of seeing these faded everything. No offense. He turns around to
No.
the person.
What were
I'm
the
not
two
offended.
places called?
Parish of the Recollected Saints and outside the Golden Field.
Okay, let's go to the parish. Blah 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 blah. Let's go there.
Of Recollected Saints.
Yes, I've recollected
Parish
whatever.
sounds nice to me. Anyone else?
That sounds good to me.
Yeah, me too.
Let us do it.
Who among this group is
Among-
most trustworthy? Responsible?
Say
I
I
Yeah.
pointed at
Liar.
Elokar. I pointed at Elokar. I pointed at
Oh.
Elokar.
Oh, I've managed shipments and items and
Trust
You
the
know-
boy.
Elokar just
Yeah.
looks and smiles.
yes, okay.
I
fine,
have
Elokar.
managed a kingdom. I think I win out here.
No.
Trust the boy.
I-
Which one of
I
us got
don't-
stabbed? I'm making the
don't-
call. I trust the boy.
I don't mean to step on your
Funny.
toes, Your Highness, but how much of managing the kingdom have you actually done, and how much was it the rightful king and queen?
I help? What are you implying?
I'm not implying anything, your fairness. I just... How much have you managed? Like, I, of course, don't want to pry, but what were your respective roles?
I've given orders.
Elakar will just go straight up to the guide and just slowly, just gently raise his hand with a smile.
Yes.
If anyone objects, I stop them.
He'll reach into his like robe shirt thing
He's got a gun.
and help. Yeah, he reaches to his hip.
Holds in his clock.
He keeps something on him. A fabric bundle that's like wrapped in a gold ribbon, and he'll hand it to Elakar. This is incense. If you burn it at opportune locations, I can pick your group up.
Oh, thank you.
We don't have matches. Do you have matches?
I can light things on fire now.
Oh.
By opportune locations, I mean incense burners. They're everywhere throughout the well.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's at least better. Okay, let's go to the first spot, I guess.
The Parish of Recollected Saints.
Yes, the Parish of Freckletty, or whatever. Yes.
The Parish
Please.
of Recollected Saints. That's what they said.
The Parish.
Yes.
Yeah, whatever.
Yes, let's go.
Damn.
That's what they say. Damn.
I will not follow you there. So if you need me after, find
there-
another incense burner.
Is there
What was your name?
people that will be there to help us?
The parish is home to several factions.
And what was your name?
I have no name.
No name.
What
The
are you
guide.
called?
What is with this place and nobody having names? How do you even address each other?
I'm a creation of the well to guide you. I didn't exist before now.
I think you should give yourself a name.
My vote is William.
William.
William. It's like William.
William.
But
You wish to call me William?
What about Kitty Cat? 'Cause your little ears.
I don't. That's not a name. It's more like
What
a
about
description.
Butler 2.0?
No.
No.
Or
No?
guide. Guide is just fine too.
No. Everyone needs a name.
You can call me whatever you wish.
Alright.
Well,
You
we'll
send us
come
on
up- I
our
wanna-
way?
I'm calling him William.
William is on
William.
the table.
Guide or butler too.
Explicitly not kitty cat, mind you.
I've forgotten that one.
Yeah, he's like anything but kitty cat.
Sorry, Alakar.
You can call me anything, even Pookie. Never call me Pookie.
Never call me Pookie.
All
We'll be
right.
off then, I suppose.
Just put the first bit of incense in the burner, and you'll be off.
You're in a Melikar, go do that.
Alright. And I will take the burner. And I will take a pinch. Do I put it just a pinch or all of it?
They're like straw, so you could
Oh,
put like
that's
a little
stick.
twig or two.
Oh, awesome. It's stick incense.
It's like it's what he has on his back. Like he has a bale of it on his back, but he's given you like a neat bundle of it, and he's like holding the incense burner lid up for you.
Oh, thank you. And I will put the stick in. Well, actually, since I have the sunbeam ability, would I be able to just like quickly light it with my fingers?
You can if you want to. You don't need to. If you want it to be fun, you can.
Yeah, I was just gonna like the tips of my index and thumb will go a little bit more spectral, and he'll just gently pinch the tip of it and to light it.
Oh yeah. And then as you set it down, William, Guide, whatever you named him, will close the lid, and as it does its little clink of copper on copper, you will all get that falling feeling that you got before. Last music.
Nightmare, 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 nightmare.
Nightmare.
Elakar will like, before even teleporting, will like wobble and probably just like slip on his ass.
Fabian definitely catches him from falling.
Why are you fucking your boy up like that?
No, Fabian catches him.
Oh,
Just hold him still.
He just doesn't have good balance.
It's okay, bestie.
Okay. Spencer, do you have the other one I sent you?
Not the Caretaker album. Sorry, I just realized it's Caretaker.
Could you throw it on up there?
Ooh.
oh.
So you don't have this perspective.
I've
You
seen this before.
actually, yeah, you don't have this perspective. You're on the floating thing.
Okay.
But yeah, you wake up and you are in a courtyard. There is very polished cut stone slabs on the ground, just sort of like gray. The whole area is kind of monochrome like Limbo was, just not as aggressive.
The end from Minecraft.
Is what?
It's the
The
end.
end from Minecraft.
Oh my god. But yeah. You look around. You're sort of nestled in between two cathedral rows. There's stained glass and very intricate masonry work. You see a little incense burner. If anyone's played Bloodborne, it looks similar to that. You see a little incense burner like next to you. You're sending a reference to it with like the first one that you just left. And yeah, and it's just a courtyard. Oh, Naya's here? Nice. Right at the end. Yeah, as you look around, it's looking like a pretty empty courtyard. Yeah.
Can I look at the stained glass, see what it is? Because it would be like holy art, right?
Yes, one moment. Why can't I find it?
Looking for that. I sent the gay Republican thing in chat.
No, we love you, Naya.
Yeah, okay. So there's a bunch of them, but 3 near the middle kind of catch your eye. They're very tall, vertical half arches. The first has what looks like a crimson lion. Not quite fire, but more of a blood red in its design. The next
Almost like
has
crimson.
yes, a sanguine lion. You're welcome. The next is a she-wolf that is a silvery white. And the final one has a leopard that is a
What
pale blue.
Okay. Is it just like them? Are they doing anything or like?
No, it's just stained glass. They're
Okay.
kind of like gnashing their
mean-
teeth. They don't look somber. It looks like pretty aggressive.
Well, like, you know how like some cathedrals will have like the story of like Jesus getting hung. And
Yeah, but you're on the outside.
That was
That was not the correct one, but you're not on the inside of the cathedral. You're outside of it in the courtyard.
oh.
Maybe we
crazy.
can try and find
On the
someone
cross,
around
like-
here.
There you go. Finish your sentence.
Finish your chat. Anyways, what did you say? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
You're
can you-
in the cathedral courtyard. So you do see the cathedral entrance, like you're to the side of it. But yeah, the courtyard looks empty.
Well,
Again, another spot where nobody is here. Okay.
Maybe we just
Be
have to go
heading.
inside.
Well, I assume if it's a place of worship, there'd be people there, you know? Or at least what it looks like, a place of worship.
I definitely want to go in the Sanguine Lion.
Yeah, I follow in.
Is everybody going to church?
Take
Yeah.
me
I wanna
to
go to
church, I
Church.
worship like a dog.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. The wooden doors are very grand, but it is cracked open, so you could like just fit in comfortably, single file. And there are rows and rows of like a dark brown pews. Unsurprisingly, the church is vacant, except for near the front. There is one person facing the front, not praying, but just sitting, facing the front.
Hello.
It's not nice to disturb someone praying.
Hello there.
Hello?
Is everybody in the church?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Roll for
What time is that?
initiative.
Oh, we're 30 minutes over. It's okay.
It's fine. We
Um,
started 30 minutes late.
That's true. We're right on time.
Yeah, some dumbass. Like,
What a loser.
Yeah, what an idiot.
yeah.
But yeah, you'll see that the other person looks to be humanoid, like a human. They're kind of short with short, dark, cropped hair. At hearing you guys, short, dark, cropped hair. And as they hear you speak, they kind of turn, red eyes, looking at you guys, kind of an annoyance, and throw their shoulder over the pew to look at you. Kind of like those annoying church kids whose like family goes to church and he owns the place type vibe.
I can sleep in the back pew.
Right? And he's got a scar over his cheek, and in a hoarse voice, he will throw up a peace sign and just say, yo, and then we'll end it there.
What?
That was
That's
What's
more
up, fighting
yo.
with?
good God.
Aw.
He lives there.
Yo, I live here.
Yo.
I'm the
Oh.
pastor's kid.
Moss, this is such a cool fucking setting.
It is. I'm very excited.
so
Oh,
about
glad.
it.
shit. I'm in love.
And I love
I
the
know
pretty art.
it's probably confusing and it's hard to roleplay it, so in resources, I will give you those itemized lists.
Thank you.
That's
Because I'm like
fantastic.
waiting for the itemized list, and I'm like,
I was actually
please,
waiting
I
for you to
need
have
it.
them.
so many proper nouns near the end.
I didn't wanna like throw it in mid thing and break the flow.
Mhm.
But yes, I will give you itemized lists.
Thank God. Thank
good
you,
itemized
Jesus.
list.
Oh, ah.
Sorry,
You dude really took my
I,
soul, huh?
I will be heading to sleep now. Night night, folks.
Okay.
Yeah, same. It is very late.
Oh, bye bye. Haha.
Okay.
Night.
Only
Night night.
eight